shock jocks. The biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Tom Brokaw, NBC Nightly News. Wardrobe.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
What are you doing in death?
I've been hanging a lot with JFK, and he's the life of the party, let me tell you.
Why would he be the life of the party?
At the party, he's the one that goes around with the Doritos, and he fills his head with salsa.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Hey, good morning. What's going on today? Nothing, because the day has just begun for most people.
Yes.
For most people. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The One virus spreading across America. I believe we have a new phone number for everybody, right?
Everybody.
So, I don't know. If you're a faithful listener to the show, you like calling the program, you might want to write this down. 877-212-5762.
Doesn't that say a word or something? Does that spell a word?
Yeah, if I say K-Rock, though, then some of the affiliates like, my station isn't called K-Rock.
Why are they saying that? In our town, that's the competition.
Oh, my God, why would they do that to us?
All right, just give the numbers then.
Our station is classic rock that really rocks, and it has nothing to do with K-Rock. But they're on a sports talk station in our town.
Do they even care?
I can't get over that. Yeah, someone had a problem with us.
Yeah.
We took a little 2-week vacation. Do they even care?
Can I congratulate my new favorite team, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, for no longer being garbage and last place by themselves.
Oh, really, Jimmy? Who is tied with them for last place?
The $6 billion dirty Yankees.
Yeah! Let's go, Mets go!
The Metropolitans. What a fine team.
The Metropolitans.
Why do they cheer on the Mets?
Come on, what's wrong? Why do they talk about the Mets?
Our radio station broadcasts Red Sox games. Why would they do that to me?
Dirty Yankees.
Oh, I couldn't.
Oh, how great.
I saw that. I've been smiling all morning.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They've had a few in a row that just been...
well, they've lost
13 behind plus.
13 and a half.
13 and a half.
Go Boston.
Go Sox.
Boston is my favorite American League team.
Oh.
And that is a fact. My brothers.
Is it?
Absolutely.
All right.
That is a fact. I mean, I like the Mets a lot more, but, you know.
The Metropolitan.
Kurt Schilling had a fine outing yesterday.
Did he?
You know what's great about the Yankees? Freaking, they've lost 4 in a row. They've lost like 20 out of their last 22 or whatever it is. It's something ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And Roger Clemens is about ready to join the team.
The hero is ready to step in and win every game.
Where's my Susan Waldman clip?
What is he going to do? Is he going to put cyanide into the beverages of the other teams? How is Clemens going to win?
You know what I love about
with his old arm?
You know what I love about watching Clemens' progress? Every other day he's in another uniform that just doesn't look right. Those minor league uniforms.
The minor league uniform.
Like they have a weird... He was on... I don't even know what team he pitched for yesterday or the day before, but it was a weird, like, Y that doesn't really look like the Y the Yankees use in their logo.
And it was in a square.
And it was almost like pinstripes, but it wasn't, and it was just like, ugh.
And they keep kind of saying, oh, he's almost ready. No, they wanted him ready by now, the amount of money they're paying him.
Of course.
But it seems like he might be a little tired. He might be a little old.
He was talking about that, and he said, well, you know, I pitched, and I hope tomorrow I have ordinary, you know, pain in the arm. So he's hoping for pain in the arm, but that it's just regular pain in the arm.
Yeah.
And not, you know, there's a problem here, pain.
Yeah. I think he's pitching for the Ashland Yankees today.
It's like, pitching for the Yankees today? Yeah, it's, you know, Ashland Yankees.
Or is he pitching for the Winter Park Beavers tonight? What the hell are some of these teams he's pitching for? Like some of the minor league teams I know from my days in radio. You got the Rochester Red Wings up there in the Rochester area. Buffalo has a fine minor league team, but the teams that Roger Clemens has been pitching for.
What about our minor league team? You didn't mention ours.
The Portland Mooses.
I don't know what they are.
Look, it's easy. Just pick some weird town or small city and then just throw an animal after it.
Some kind of animal that may be indigenous to your state or
right, go ahead, Jimmy.
region.
Give it a try.
The Schenectady Pigs.
There you go. Roger Clemens is pitching for the Schenectady Pigs today. The Bayshore Whales.
It says no, just doesn't match up at all.
No,
right.
Well, look at this.
How about the New Orleans?
Whoa!
No?
Hey!
I just didn't know what kind of animal.
Hey, Paula. Hey, see, look at that. Look at the Yankee weird uniform he's wearing. I know this is radio, but I'm showing Jimmy and Anthony. So I don't know.
Well, what do they expect? They're 13.5 back. That means that if Clemens won 10 games in a row, and Boston won like 5 of those games, they only pick up like 5 games.
Yeah.
What do they think he's going to do? Is he just going to throw the ball at every good player's head until they're all dead?
Well,
the Yankees will run away with the division.
It's been known to.
They were expecting him to probably pitch a couple of weeks ago by now.
Yeah.
Roger Clemens is in George's box. And Roger Clemens is coming back.
When?
Oh my goodness gracious! Of all the dramatic things. Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, Roger Clemens standing right in George Steinbrenner's box announcing he is back. Roger Clemens is a New York Yankee. And there we go, John. You don't have to worry about who's going to take that spot in the rotation. The rotation. Roger Clemens is now playing for the Malatuck Malamutes.
What?
Is he?
When's he going to be a Yankee?
The Tulsa Nurse Sharks.
Right, there you go, man. See, you're with the program now.
Although I don't think nurse sharks are indigenous to Tulsa.
That's the beauty of it.
Oh, okay. They just go off on a tear.
They vacation there to be discreet.
I've been just watching his progress, and it's like a new team every week that has some bizarre name that has nothing to do with the New York Yankees.
No.
I passed up a chance to go see the Yankees and Red Sox play. Louis C.K. had he had tickets from Chris Rock's company, so you know they were good tickets because Chris Rock doesn't get awful seats.
Right.
And nope.
Nothing. Nope. You didn't want to go.
Why? I mean,
why would you want to go and see?
I wouldn't mind going to Fenway and seeing my favorite ball club play a hard. Maybe Yaz will show up.
Sorry, Jimmy.
That's right. What's he doing?
What happened?
Sorry, did I mess up your...
No.
Iraq was being yelled at.
Well, Iraq, almost does a great job. It's so frustrating. Like we're doing this minor league thing, so you got a whole list of things I can play off here, and then you decide you need to scroll and look at something else.
What were you looking at?
What are you doing now?
I was trying to make the text bigger so you could read it.
I'm not old. I can read that.
I do absolutely nothing around here.
I don't need reading glasses yet. See, I could see that one of the teams here is the Newcastle Nationoks.
Nashanock?
Nashanoks. Nashannockks.
The hell is that?
The St. Paul Apostles. The Oswego Swedes. The Binghamton Bingos.
Terrible.
These were from the 19th century. Minor league teams from the 19th century.
Oh, okay.
The St. Paul Freezers. The Newburyport Clam Diggers.
Clam Diggers.
The Oswego Starch Boxes. The Sacramento Atlas. The Jersey City Skeeters. The Zanesville Kickapoos.
The Zanesville.
But there you go. Here are some of the teams that Roger Clemens has been playing for.
But I could think of a few 19th century teams. That's Ixnay on the Eames Tay.
Wow. Might as well do it on your video blog.
They weren't very sensitive back then. I just know that.
They certainly weren't.
That's something you could do on your video. Or Jingos. Something like that. Jingoes. Burlington Babies. Anyway, you get the point.
The babies will be playing.
Got to finish off the clip.
You should see what's going on in the Yankee dugout.
The madness.
Big grin on Jorge Posada's face. Andy Pettit knew. Big signs. Roger Clemens is now a Yankee. Attention fans, he is here, and now we don't have to discuss who takes that place in the rotation.
All right, I need a favor from one of the listeners. You could do it on instant feedback. So that announcement was massive if you're a Yankees fan, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I want to know how many wins the Yankees have had since that announcement.
Since that announcement.
And how many losses. All right? Wow! Because that was supposed to be a huge day. Like, the Yankees were kind of like, they were on shaky ground right around that announcement, but they were still like, very much in the hunt.
Yeah.
And now they're in dead last place.
And, well, you know what it is? I think the Yankees tuckered themselves out with that massive celebration in the dugout.
Yeah.
You should see the Yankee dugout. Posada's smiling. Rivera's sipping an orange juice. Shut up.
No, it takes away from that huge announcement that Susan Waldman did.
Yeah.
You hear the Boston accent.
Of course! In George Steinbrenner's box!
Is he? Is he still there? Could you open the box and let him out? Because the Yankees are losing.
Oh, it's just fantastic.
They're also talking about how it's affecting revenue for the city. Because a lot of the fans just not like Jimmy. Not going to the games.
No. Jimmy didn't go. Jimmy was a loyal Yankee fan my entire life.
Oh, I know.
Everyone knows. For those of you, for any new cities, when Jeter was very rude to me in person when I met him.
Yeah.
And I said I will hate the Yankees forever because every one of them that I met was not nice to me.
You took it very personally, Jimmy. You're taking this very personally.
Yeah. I certainly did, and I will not forgive or forget.
No, you haven't. And they're saying it's affecting all kinds of revenue. People aren't going to the bars after the game. They're not hanging out.
Hey, at least you can park.
Well,
I can't go to a Mets game this year. It is a complete nightmare to go to Shea Stadium this year out there on Long Island. Oh, boy, we're talking local here. I hope you can understand what we're talking about. Well, they're building a stadium inches away from the other, that old gag. Like the new stadium starts like a foot away from the
old stadium.
I mean, the new stadium is like right next to the old stadium, sure. And that used to be the parking lot, so you don't even know how to go to a game. You
can't park.
You can't go to a Mets game this year.
Well, I hope
unless you want to spend 5 hours just commuting.
I hope the Metropolitans get a fine baseball park, and I hope they have a good year in it.
Ooh. Jimmy?
A lot of luck to New York State.
Sure, they're happy you're wishing them well.
Hey, I want to say good morning to Sam and Jimmy and Amy and Sarah.
Is this romper room?
All my new friends from the mental hospital.
Oh.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Now, what'd you do for Memorial Day weekend?
Yankees 6-13. 6-13 since announcement.
Oh.
They're 6-13 waiting for Roger Clemens to come out of the box.
But he's too busy pitching for
the Pawtucket Mosquitoes. I love the fact that in 19 games, 13 times, they've had to look at each other disgusted and embarrassed.
Go, what happened?
What happened?
Well, Joe Torre actually had a big meeting with the team before the game.
Behind closed doors?
Yep, and they came out and blew it.
Of course.
That's too bad. I like Joe. Joe's a nice guy.
It's over, Johnny. Anyway, so did I get everyone? Sam, Jimmy, Amy. I said Sarah, too. All my new friends at the mental hospital.
Now, do they work there?
No, they're patients, and they're big fans of the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense.
I was in a mental hospital over the weekend doing a little visiting.
Are we waking up the lunatics today?
Yeah, let's wake up the lunatics.
All right, whether you're institutionalized or not, Wake up, loonies.
Oh, and Sam wanted to know where we broadcast from. So I conveniently told him it was somewhere on 43rd Street.
Did you give him the address for Sirius Satellite Radio?
There you go.
That's what I would have done.
I talked very vague where we broadcast from. So I'm doing some visiting in the mental hospital, and it started with Sam. But then everyone else did the slipper shuffle over to me, and they were freaking out. I'm like, oh, my God, what the hell?
The slipper shuffle with all their meds in them.
No wonder ratings aren't as good as they should be. They're all in mental hospitals.
Hey, they should get. They should survey those people too. What's wrong? How come the mental patients can't get their say?
Yeah, they buy stuff too.
Of course.
So Sam was
slippers, robes.
I think Sam was the leader.
Helmets.
So he comes shuffling over, and
the leader,
scary looking dude with like pinwheel eyes, and he was freaking out that I'm there, right? Freaking out.
Literally.
Oh, and I was wondering why there was this massive dude just kind of following him the whole time, and a nurse, and another nurse.
That's probably not a good sign, no.
There were a lot of people following Sam. The rest of them, they were left to their own whatever.
Sam's a problem, I guess?
Sam definitely is a problem.
Yeah.
I changed the name to protect the innocent, by the way. Don't worry. So Sam decided that he needed to leave the mental hospital a mere couple days before my little visit. And I go, wow, really? That's pretty crazy. He goes, yeah, the cops chased me down. And then they let the police dogs go. He goes, but I think I have a really good lawsuit. And he pulls off his shirt to show me his tricep pretty much chewed to bits with massive, massive teeth marks in it.
Oh, the dog got him, huh?
Big time. And he goes, I protected my crotch because that's where they were going for next, but the cops were nice enough to tell the dogs to stop at that point. I'm like, oh, that's good. Good for you. But his arm was bruised from his elbow all the way up to his shoulder. Like
he probably bit it himself.
The worst bruises I've ever seen on a human being.
Yeah.
That is still alive anyway.
How did he escape?
I guess he stole the keys. He's a bad boy, this Sam.
And he's through the window?
He's a bad boy.
Smothered his pal.
And took off.
Scrammed.
Skedaddled.
Yeah, I love
the
that.
Schenectady skedaddles.
I love that movie, but it's a little too real for me.
Oh.
So, yeah, I guess he stole keys and escaped, and there was a nice little chase, and they finally had to let the dogs go.
Nice.
On him.
Release the hounds.
So he pulls his shirt off to show me his lawsuit that he's thinking of, whatever. Anyway, then he's like, now you got to remember there's nurses around, administrators, and a big burly dude. But the administrators were just like the biggest you-know-whats I've ever seen in my life. Like just stone-faced and just very serious.
They're there to do their job.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Sam sits down, and he's like, that bit, I downloaded at work. What's the bit? And you got to remember now, there's a lot of other people visiting, like parents, and just, let's just put it this way, a lot of people that would never listen to the Opie and Anthony show.
Right.
So Sam decides that he needs, at this point, in a very crowded visiting room.
More people that wish they were at barbecues on that day.
Oh, absolutely.
In a mental hospital.
Well, good old Sam decided, he needs to announce the bit that he loves from the Opie and Anthony show with all these people that would never listen to us. And the nurses and the administrators.
Oh, no. Which bit?
He goes, that bit, QVC at download at work. I listen to it every day. Oh, yeah. Britney Spears' virginity. She's a virgin, people. A virgin. Screaming just like that. Everyone's turning around. And I'm like, Sam,
shut up.
I'm trying to calm down a mental pace. I'm like, shh. I'm mortified. Virgin people! And then getting into some of the really dirty lines from the bit that I don't think we could do anymore in this day and age in radio, but just screaming. He knows the bit word for word. And I'm like, oh, my God, Sam, shut up. And now the burly guy gets up and he's moving closer. The nurses are looking for some kind of medication, it looks like. I'm like, oh, my God.
You just shoot him with a dart.
I'm like, shut up. And then everyone else is turning, looking at what's going on in this particular corner of the visiting room. And all of a sudden, the nurse looks at me and Lindsay and goes, are you guys visiting? I'm like, yes, we're visiting.
You were being mistaken for lunatics?
I was being mistaken for, I guess, quote, a famous dude, a patient that was making believe he was famous.
Oh, I got you.
And I was in cahoots with Sam. She had no clue. I'm like, yes, I'm visiting. Of course I'm visiting. Do I really look like I belong here? Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Well, hello.
But there's good old Sam screaming, "Virgin people!"
Were people looking at him and just...
Dude, I was sweating. I was like, will you
try
shut up?
You try to walk away from him. Well, I'm busy.
I was like, just shut up. Shut up.
What do you expect, though? It is a mental hospital.
I can't talk. I'm going to go over there and chat with the lady who's swatting non-existent pterodactyls. You just stay here, make an ass out of yourself.
Oh, my God. So that was my little visit.
Oh, that sounds fun.
To the home.
Memorial Day weekend. Nice.
So good morning to Sam. And then there's another guy that he had creepy eyes, right? And he was walking with his chick, right? And visiting hours are now over, and I'm leaving the wing.
Yeah.
Behind the double-locked doors. That's why I'm amazed this guy, Sam, got out. And one guy that I thought was a patient, all of a sudden is in the hallway talking about the show. And I'm like, he was just giving the crazy look because he saw me. I thought he was a patient, and then I'm like paranoid at the elevator bank. It's like, how the hell did this guy get out? And why is he following me? But he was just going back to his car.
Yeah, a lot of our fans and mental patients do have the same look. It's kind of scary.
So there you go. Thank you, Sam, for embarrassing the hell out of me. Mortifying me with the Britney Spears virginity bit.
Sounds fun.
All right, we're just getting started. The phone number, once again, 877-212-5762. 877. See, now I said that twice, and that messes everybody up.
Oh, no. Okay, start over. Here it is. Here it is.
Why don't you do it? Here it is.
I don't.
Don't say this part.
No.
The local affiliates are going to get really mad.
877.
Right.
212.
Okay.
5762.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Jot it down.
My girlfriend said yesterday, it was so irritating. She's like, we're going to fight again. She's like, what do you want to do for Memorial Day? Ugh. I don't know. Have sex and then ignore you? That's stupid. Sleep.
She wanted to do something, and you were being a fuddy-duddy.
Day off. I didn't have to get up in the morning. She wants to make a whole day of it.
You were being a fuddy-duddy.
I wasn't. I was being a guy who needs to sleep. So you want to go skip down to the west side, look at the sailors, you little whore guy?
Well, it is Fleet Week in New York City.
Yeah, a lot of sailors around.
Take care, mattress back. I'll see you in a few hours.
You didn't want to do anything for Memorial Day weekend?
No, we went out and had lunch. We had a brunch.
You look disgusted with the whole thing.
See, Jimmy, if you're going to have a girlfriend, they're going to want to do things.
Do things on certain days like that.
I went for a little ride on Shelter Island. Mm-hmm. Little island in between the forks out there on Long Island. Never done that before. Took a couple little ferries. It was very romantic, Jimmy. Got recognized in a pizza place on Shelter Island, middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Ew.
The romantic.
Ew. I love that, though, all weekend. Where's Anthony? I don't know.
No. I get the same thing, believe me.
Yeah.
Where's Jimmy?
Dick.
I get the same thing. When are you leaving?
It's Opie and Anthony. Made Jimmy very, very nervous.
Sorry.
And stupid me, I'm just sitting here going,
one now. Find out
cool.
It's just like an experiment on
That's such a dummy.
Well, first of all, I found out Mr. Miyagi was onto something with that wax on, wax off stuff.
Yeah.
As far as exercise goes, because I'd waxed my car, my Shelby. I waxed it, and it's quite a workout. I got to tell you. Last time I waxed a car, I was probably 20 years old. Go ahead with your Model T jokes. I'll wait. Thank you.
That was a good one.
That's a hot one. Bunch of jackasses.
Baton Rouge. Oh, yeah. Stop it.
Come on now. But, wax the car up and take it out. Because me and my girl going to a barbecue for Memorial Day over some friend's house. And when I'm leaving, I notice now there's a green mist of pollen everywhere, all over my freshly waxed car. So, I understand it's not going to stay clean and waxed forever, but it's kind of bumming me out. I'm looking at this green powder all over my car. And as I'm driving, I'm figuring it's going to blow off, and it's not. I'm looking at the hood going, how hard does this stuff like try to stay on, and what's keeping it on? It's a waxed vehicle, freshly waxed. So I did a little experiment to see how fast you have to go to have pollen slide off your car by itself.
Mythbusters meets Jackass.
It was like Mythbusters meets Jackass, Opie. Our show that we were pitched.
Yeah.
Is it 20 miles an hour?
No, it is well beyond 20 miles an hour, Jimmy. I'm sorry to say.
32.
Well, when I hit 90, it was still clinging, but I saw it shaking. Like it was trying to let loose. And at 100 miles an hour, the pollen slid off of the car, and finally I had a pollen-free Shelby GT500.
So let me get this correct. You're mortgaging our futures to get pollen off your vehicle. How about this? I'll buy you one of those things I used to clean my keyboard with, and you can just stand there and go, why don't you stop?
And he'll hire a guy. That's his whole job, to just get the pollen off your car.
There was no one in front of me.
Hey,
it was on the expressway.
Speaking of which, $70 to fill up this weekend.
70.
First time I hit 70, filling up the old gas tank. $70.
$70.
And I was talking to Mary at the sushi joint. My sushi's going up.
Because of the gas?
Yes, that's what people don't understand.
They say gas affects everything.
Gas certainly affects everything. I'm like, Mary, what's up with the sushi prices?
The gas.
Yes.
Because they gotta drive it there.
They have to, fuel up the old sushi boats.
I swear to you, it is just panic. It is people that just raise the prices. Because the price per barrel isn't higher than it was when gas was $2.90. Remember our big crisis with gas about a year ago, where prices went up?
Right.
And they were like, could it break the $3 barrier? And it didn't. It went into the high twos. Well, the price per barrel is still the same, so why is it now $3.29 for premium?
I don't know. I just do a radio show. I don't know.
See? Exactly.
They're figuring that crap out behind closed doors.
Fill it up. Yeah. Fill it up regular.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
So, $70.
Give me a big bill.
$70. And I don't even have the large gas tank, really.
That's a lot of cash.
That is a lot of cash. What else is America talking about?
America.
Miss USA, great video. Go to break.com and watch Rachel Smith fall down in her evening gown.
Oops, Miss USA from the Miss Universe pageant.
I didn't see that.
Fell on her ass.
Turn on your screen and you can see it for yourself there, Jimmy.
She's doing her sexy walk down the runway.
Sexy walk. Look at this.
And then...
Look at this. Look at this sexy walk.
Oh, there she goes and gets right back up like it never happened. It didn't happen. No one saw that. Didn't happen. And then she makes more sex. She should have just pulled her top off at that point. And
when your whole job is to look sexy as you walk in an evening gown and you fall down, I'm thinking you're not going to win the competition.
Yeah.
Well, what she should have done is stopped and actually looked at the camera like, I suck, and laughed. And, like, let everybody know, like, all right, we all saw what just happened. Laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
Don't just be a dumb model and just smile like we didn't see it.
Well, at least the audience there was sympathetic to her plight of falling. Yeah. They heckled, laughed, and mocked her the rest of the competition.
Oh, good.
That's awesome.
Booed her.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was the competition held?
Bunch of, I don't know.
America.
Baghdad?
What? Mexico.
What planet?
Oh, nice.
It's Miss Universe, though. It was on Earth like for the past, how many years has it been on Earth? How come we get the Miss Universe pageant every year? Shouldn't another planet have it? Or another galaxy? It is Miss Universe. Alpha Centauri, perhaps, next year.
Are you the warm-up act for...
That's me.
For the radio show?
For a bad talk show. Why is Miss Universe held on Earth?
And why isn't Mars representing?
What a hack.
Well, that was a good bit.
No, it wasn't.
It was fine. Hey, Lindsay Lohan.
Airplane.
Very important to throw her on the front page of all the New York papers. I'm sure.
Both papers.
I'm sure she's on the front page of your paper as well, because we got to keep it local.
The two major papers here have the exact same photo of her on the front and the exact same photo of Joe Torre in the back. It's awful.
Yeah.
The exact same picture on both papers.
Lindsay Lohan, she's a loser. She just wants attention. She sees the attention Britney Spears is getting, and she wants the same type of attention.
Agree.
It's not good enough to just be a starlet in Hollywood. You got to be a bad girl. You really think?
It's beyond publicity. This is that situation where, you know, when people go, oh, O&A did this is a publicity stunt, or they did this, that, and it's a setup, and we're sitting at home going, yeah, it's a setup, all right. Oh, boy. I had to tell certain people that are like, I heard it was kind of a setup. I'm like, yeah, well, talk to me about that.
Yeah.
That it's anything that we do is a setup. I think this is too far. She's completely intoxicated. She's ramming her car into trees.
Well,
being caught with cocaine.
Since the last radio show we did, she got pulled over for DUI, and they found the coke in the car, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, she's at a barbecue at the Roosevelt Hotel in L.A., It's a hot spot, for the Hollywood elite.
They say it's trendy.
It's very trendy. And she left the Memorial Day party there and got smashed, and she's in the passenger seat, completely passed out. You're looking at the front page today, I'm sure, with her mouth agape.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's trying to be Britney Spears. I think Britney Spears was stealing from her, because I think she's like a real...
No,
she's the real deal.
Jimmy, they all stole from Paris Hilton.
No, but she's the real deal. Paris does things for publicity. So does Britney. But Lindsay Lohan is the real deal. She is just a drunk.
Yeah.
Look at her. Her head, she looks like Kenny sleeping on a plane. Doesn't she, with that mouth open?
Know what's great about this picture? She just has god-awful breath.
Yes.
You just know.
But you'd
still probably had a few mini burgers, some nicotine, and some whatever
But
else.
you'd still make out with her.
Of course I would. It smells like puke and bad songs.
Did you ever make out with a girl that just puked?
No, but they puked right after we made out.
There was a girl years ago when I was in high school, and I was going out with her, and she liked this stupid wine. It was called Casa de Sol, House of the Sun. And I used to have to go into the liquor store and buy it because she wasn't old enough.
Really?
And
did it have a twist off?
Yeah, it did. Of course it did. A twist off. And she would down this stuff, just chugging it, and get all hammered and get amorous. And it was like the clock was ticking. It was like playing hot potato.
No.
Have sex with her before she vomits.
No, you came up with the greatest analogy ever. Landing the plane. Is that yours, or was that somebody else's?
Mine.
Jimmy's just stealing it now. Jimmy's stealing it.
I don't know.
Which one was it? I'm the man of a million analogies. What was the land the plane bit? I don't remember that one.
It was like when someone's getting ready to get sick. It's like when a plane is coming in and it's windy, and you got to land it before the wind.
Shut up!
Too hard.
All right. Well, why don't you just do a new analogy? Maybe this will be better than landing the plane.
It's like playing a hot potato, where you throw it around and the timer goes off, and if it's in your hand when the timer goes off, it's all over.
Yeah,
that's what you got to do.
The potato's going to explode.
She's had her wine. And now you have to make sure everything gets done before she vomits.
Boy, it's not like hot potato. You don't try to have sex with the potato before sour cream shoots out of the front of it.
Well, there's another analogy. And if we're ever asked about the sour cream potato analogy, Jimmy, it's yours.
As guys, we're all just stupid. Every single one of us in the studio, and every guy listening out there. We've all done it. You got the girl in the perfect position. Mm-hmm. She's loving you, you're loving her, you had a few drinks, and you just can't help yourself, can you?
You can't.
You have to give her one more shot.
I don't know why,
it's a perfect scenario for everybody involved.
But she wants another one. She would drink this wine down like it was water, and then be completely snotted and throw up. And then once she puked, she would still be hammered because enough is in her system, and she'd be like, yeah.
Ew.
And then I'm like, oh my God, she just threw up. But I'm the hormones are raging.
Oh my God.
So it would be like, well, here, have some beer, because I was drinking beer. So it's like, here, swish your mouth out with some beer. So I'm getting beer, wine, puke breath.
You ever kiss her and suck a lima bean off her teeth?
Oh, God.
It was really heinous, man. That was so disgusting. Thinking back.
Yeah.
There were a few occasions like that, though.
Well, there she is on the front page of the paper, and she's got her medallion hanging from, what, the rear view? 30 days sober?
Yeah, her...
That's why I think it's kind of a set-up picture. Or something set up about the whole thing. No supervision with this one. The mom is just as crazy. The father's in jail.
Yeah, that's
no
what
one
it
really
is.
raised her right.
The father's kind of
They got pictures
volatile.
of her puking on the side of the highway or the street
Like
there.
Yeah, a club or something.
Yeah, where can people go to see these pictures there, E-Rock?
www.tdd.com.
I do absolutely nothing around here.
Oh.
What, E-Rock?
We'll put the link up on our website.
All right.
He gets so upset.
All right, let's say hi to Mike on Long Island. Yes, Jim?
I wanted to ask how E-Rock's been doing with the dining. He looks better.
Well, we're going to weigh him.
Today?
Yeah, because we weren't here yesterday. We'll weigh him in a little bit. See where he's at with his Dr. Ian Smith bet. Hey, Mike, what's up?
Hey there, Mike.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey, you're on the yes, sir.
Let's go, Mike.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey.
How's everything, guys? You guys are dynamite.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Dynamite.
Hey, listen, we got to stick the gas thing up OPEC's behind, if you know what I mean.
Now,
how are we going to do that?
How are we going to do
They
that?
seem to have a little bit of power.
Very easy. Stop buying fuel from the two biggest companies, which are one, which is Mobil, Exxon. If we stop buying fuel from them, we'll force them to lower the price, and everybody else around has to follow suit.
Who's on the phone? This is Fred Texaco.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man.
This stuff never works. Like, I got the email. I wasn't supposed to buy gas on a certain day, and then I'm like, hey,
that doesn't work.
Hey, this is a really... What day was it?
Man. That doesn't work.
That doesn't work because you'll have to buy gas on the next day.
But I was like, hey, this is kind of cool. This is I hate chain mail, but I'm like, all right, this is going around. Everyone's not supposed to buy gas on a certain day. And I kind of, like, made a mental note, and then all of a sudden I forgot what day it was.
Yeah.
Well, you see, that's the thing. The companies know themselves. If you don't buy it on Monday, you're going to come Tuesday.
Yeah, they proved that
crap
can't
doesn't work.
Yeah, if everybody didn't buy gas on one day, it wouldn't work because then you're just buying the gas.
Dude, I hear what you're saying, but, like, this weekend I was, where was I? I was somewhere, and I needed gas, and I passed these gas stations, names I've never heard of. They were like minor league baseball teams that Roger Clemens is pitching for.
He's pumping gas now.
And I'm like, maybe I'll give this little guy a chance. I couldn't even, I should have wrote the names down. Never heard of them in my life before.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have to take your credit card and go in their little hut. I'm like, yeah, right.
What's
no,
gonna
thank
be on
you.
this?
Hey, wait a minute. Dude, is Mobil and Exxon the same gas?
They're run by the same parent company.
Which is what?
Mobil.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? They're the biggest guys out there. They've had record-breaking profits over the past 2 years. So guess what? You're not spiting yourself. You're not waiting 3 days and running on empty to buy gas. Just don't go to their gas station.
Where do you go? Like to smaller ones?
Either Sicko or Yaya or Wahoo.
Yeah.
Wahoo.
No, these are real gas stations now, I'm telling you. All right, thank you, Mike.
Do you think they're independent, though, or do you think they're just tied into all the big ones anyway?
They're just guys that go to Exxon and they buy gallon after gallon and dump it into their own tanks and then sell it.
Exactly.
All I want is for the gas prices to go down so Mary can lower her prices at the sushi joint. That's all I'm looking for. In my world, that's what I need to happen.
See, I wouldn't buy Shell for years when South Africa was still, apartheid. Because I heard that Shell was one of the gas stations that refused to stop doing business in South Africa. So I that was my little part. I refused to
stop
purchase
buying
anything.
Shell.
Yes.
Ain't gonna play Sun City.
Right.
Right?
That was the big battle cry.
Ain't gonna play Sun City. Yeah.
What do you mean?
You would have played Sun City, though.
What is Sun City?
Sun City was a big place down there.
Kind of like Vegas.
And, a bunch of people would go there and perform, and then they found out that it was bad, so they didn't perform there anymore.
But they sang a song. I ain't gonna play Sun City.
Bono was involved, of course.
Okay.
Bono's just circling the globe, getting involved.
And Bob Geldof.
Who
had one-hit song, but he's famous for...
Live Aid?
Bangs.
Is that what he does?
I don't know.
And he's mad now at Al Gore, because Al Gore wants to do his own concert.
Yeah.
And he might cut into Live Aid's, action.
Yeah, that's great. They're fighting. They're both great
fighting for
causes.
charities.
They're fighting because they're, they want only their cause.
I want to run a big concert and call it For Big Business and give all proceeds to tobacco companies and the gas companies
and liquor companies.
And you just sit there all clueless with a big cigar, just waiting for people to show up.
And charge a lot and sell beer and don't check ID.
Water $20 a bottle.
This is for big business, people.
Yeah. Just being an obnoxious ass.
The Earth Sucks tour.
Right. Air-conditioned seats in an open-air theater.
Yeah, and you get like a free spray can of deodorant, and you're encouraged just to go...
Spray it into the air.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, that's for the encore.
Yeah, you get an encore. You spray your aerosol cans into the air.
Hey, Kelly, Michigan, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How are you today?
What radio station you listening to us on?
KLQ.
That's right.
All right.
What's going on, Kelly? Michigan.
Oh.
We're going to Michigan,
Yes,
Jimmy.
we are.
Yeah. So I'm driving on my way to work, and it's official. It's the first time I've gagged at your show.
Oh, no.
About puking.
The puke, what, was it the puking or the kissing afterwards?
The kissing afterwards. How disgusting. Moving chunks out of the way.
Well, I must say there were no moving chunks out of the way.
That's the worst, though, when you're kissing somebody and they smile and you see like a bean skin in between two of their teeth. Oh. You saw them eat those beans hours ago, and you know it came back up.
You know something?
Hold on, Kelly.
God, baby, you're so pretty tonight, and would you just lean over here and give me a big, wet kiss? Okay, well, all right, maybe in a second. Could you gargle with this beer? No? It's not very romantic.
No.
There's nothing worse than the breath of a girl with an eating disorder. 'Cause this is what they do. There's nothing worse than skinny girl. I hate my body breath. What they do is they eat and they go and throw it up, and they don't think that you can smell their
binge
awful
and purge.
And their breath. They'll do something like drink a cherry Coke, and they think it covers it up. So you better gargle with gas, you no self-esteem idiot.
Dude, yes, I went out with a girl like that in Geneseo.
The worst, right?
This girl was, she was beautiful, but she had to eat all the time. I got two. Oh, the Red Lobster puking story is pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Which one you want to hear?
God.
Red Lobster puking story or girl that had to eat all the time?
Lobster puking story.
Yeah, that sounds pretty disgusting. Seafood puking has to be the worst.
It was this girl, well, I almost said her name. Maybe I shouldn't. It was this girl. She lived in Syracuse, and we went to college together, and I kind of liked her at the time, and I went to visit her, and I was making absolutely no money. Just driving to Syracuse from, like, the Geneseo area was going to put a hole in my wallet.
Yeah.
And I saved up some money for my bartending gig, and I was doing the big date with Cindy because I liked her, and we went to Red Lobster.
Ooh, you'll set her name.
I said it when I said I wasn't going to say it. That's all right.
That's okay.
It was Sheehan.
Easy.
Brady?
Leave my mom alone. See, that's the real joke. I don't look like her. I look like I might be her son, you asses. Inside joke for the message boards. Anyway, so she was a bit on the thin side. Some people might have thought that she was anorexic. And she was a cool cat.
Was she?
So we go to Red Lobster and we pig out on like lobster and shrimp, and I'm just paying the bill and I have no money, and she gets up in the middle of dinner before dessert after we just pigged out for like an hour, and she goes to the bathroom. She excuses herself, and she comes back to the table, and she still has watery eyes from what she did in the bathroom.
That's great.
And that's when I went, okay, the rumors are true. The rumors are true.
She had to binge all that drawn butter.
Yeah, so that's wonderful. My hard-earned money. I was making no money. This was a big deal for me. You know, she puked up the fine dinner that I was buying for us.
And then she smiles, and on her teeth, you see that little brown thing that you see if you look closely at the middle of the shrimp.
That's that vein thing.
Oh, that's good. That toilet must have looked like Brody's chum bucket.
Good old Cindy went to the bathroom to puke up the dinner that we had together.
Oh, God.
Oh, but she left a little room for dessert.
Oh, she did?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Oh, they're the worst.
Well, and the other story really fast, I had 2 of these for some reason. Then back in the dorm, this girl that I kind of liked, there was always a problem. She was always like, when you do dorm living, you're up all hours of the night, drinking, partying, having a good time. She always needed food, constantly. Pizza, chicken wings. But she was, in good shape for the most part. She was 18, 19, whatever. Next thing you know, this girl, I forgot her name, she leaves school. She's gone. And then one homecoming weekend, I'm walking down Main Street, Geneseo, and I see this house of a woman running toward me, all excited. And I'm with my friends. I'm like, oh, my God, why does this fat girl know me? Why does she know me? And I'm freaking out because this big, huge house of a woman's running right at me, and she has her arms open. She wants the big hug.
Uh-oh.
Like, I haven't seen you in so long. And the so long was maybe 1 semester.
Wow.
Make a long story short, this woman, I forgot her name, gained about 40 to 50 pounds. She left school because she had some kind of eating disorder that she needed to take care of. And the eating disorder was that she went to the bathroom like Cindy did and was puking up all the food. But in her case, some stupid psychologist figured out, got her to stop putting the fingers down her throat. And she ballooned up to 40 to 50 pounds heavier than when I knew her. My friends are all laughing at me. I'm like, dude, I swear when I knew her,
she was like, puking. It was great.
She was like 120 pounds, man.
I was in a dessert place this weekend, Lalo, on the Upper West Side, where they have good desserts, and there was a monster of a woman sitting there. And I mean, she's like, sometimes you see somebody so fat they make you angry.
Yeah.
And I wanted to walk over to her with my fingers out and go, would you like to borrow these? You disgrace.
Just push your mouth towards these 2 fingers.
Oh, it was enraging that she was...
Yeah, because that has nothing to do with their thyroid or problems or anything. You're just shoving dessert into your face.
She was eating the pie tins.
Speaking of dessert, guys.
Yeah.
My girlfriend and I were talking about this kind of stuff yesterday. And
excuse me, Kelly?
Yeah.
Did we ask you?
Oh, she's trying to add and participate in the conversation, Opie, and I think we should welcome her with open arms.
What do you want to say, dear?
All right.
Thank you. So my girlfriend goes and eats this little bit of ice cream her husband left on the coffee table.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's got like little chunks in it.
Yeah.
She starts spitting them out. He clipped his toenails and put it in.
Wait, did he do that just to get her?
Probably.
Hilarious.
Classic gag.
That was his way of telling your friend there, say, hey, stop eating the ice cream. It's starting to show.
Oh, that's the greatest.
Who crumpled Doritos in my ice cream?
Is that
big
great?
Fungal toenail.
Fungal. You ever smell a toenail? You ever cut a toenail and smell it?
No!
I have.
I have to wash my hands with the scrub brush just in case.
Yeah.
And I don't clip my nails until after I shower. And then I clip them. And then wash like a banshee.
Really?
Banshees don't wash much.
No, they're filthy. See, I'd chew my nail and just spit it.
No, why do you...
Why wouldn't I?
All right, Kelly, thank you.
Forget it.
Hey, you guys have a great day. I got
You don't understand.
By the way, we love Michigan.
Yeah, come to the west side. It's much better.
What's your minor league team? The Michigan Malamutes.
What?
The what?
We have the Grand Rapids Griffins hockey team.
Yep, Griffins.
And then we have...
named after Merv.
The West Michigan Whitecaps.
The West Michigan Whitecaps.
Yep.
All right,
that's
thank
good.
you. Yeah, if you're calling the show today, you got to tell us what your minor league team is.
Yeah, we want to know. We're writing them down.
Oh, Roger Clemens might be pitching for you very, very soon. Thank you, Kelly.
Bye, have a great day.
All right.
They're always fun names, those little minor league.
Yeah.
Oh, the Miami Chipmunks. They're a good club.
Chipmunks. It sounds fun just to go see them.
Yeah.
The little chipmunk hats.
All right.
All right, we got to go see the Toledo Chirpin' Birds. That's what we're doing on Friday.
Got 4 tickets. Want to go? No.
That's Opie and Anthony. Hey, Jimmy, how are the tickets for the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Tour going?
Oh. I have to talk to Pete. I don't know what Memorial Day sales were like.
I'm imagining that they were pretty good, especially for the Jones Beach show. That's the next one, June 16th. 8 or 9 comedians. from the show. I think we got to make a better commercial. I heard the commercial during the weekend here in New York.
Yeah.
I wasn't too impressed by the commercial. I think it's a lot cooler than the commercial's making it out to be. You got 8 or 9 comedians. It's like a rock festival. It's an O&A village with all sorts of things to check out. It starts with the tailgating before the O&A village, and then finally you go into the venue and check out 8 or 9 comedians, and Ant and I doing some stuff in between comedians, and we got cool videos. We're going to turn the world on to the Baby Bird video this tour.
Oh, good.
A lot of people still haven't seen that video. So actually, what's great about showing that video in front of 10,000 people is the reaction of 10,000 people at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
It's just an amazing energy that happens. But June 16th is the next date. All the dates are listed on our Virus Tour MySpace account. So it's myspace.com/Virus Tour. One word, Virus Tour. All right?
Yes, and it should be a fantastic show. Of course. Steve Lynch is on this. I'm really excited now.
Yes.
Steve Lynch is still a long time.
Yeah, we're very, very excited. We're definitely not taking the summer off. I mean, every other weekend we're going to be in another city doing this tour, and we're definitely excited. And summer is officially here, so let's get going. Let's get our tickets sold, and we'll see you in your city soon, hopefully.
Before we do this next story, I want to say a real fat girl thing. I watched that Miss America falling again.
Yeah.
And I felt really sad for her.
Oh, my God. You kidding me?
I am... Because when she fell, as much as it's great to watch a hot girl fall, the more steps, the merrier. That's what I always say. But when her ass hit the ground... Every dream she had washed out of her face. You could see in that moment. It's very rare you get to see somebody's...
But what's her dream?
Well,
to be anorexic so you can squeeze into a sexy outfit and walk right?
She's achieved that. Who cares? It was just sad.
Be Miss Universe.
She's in Mexico.
And what does that mean? What does that really mean?
If aliens come, they talk to that dope, and they think we're all plant life, and they leave us alone.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what it is? She's probably been in pageants since she was a little girl, and just raised on these pageants, and the pinnacle of that is Miss Universe. To be the winner of Miss Universe. So that, to her, was making it to the Olympics and choking.
Oh, well, better luck next year.
That's it. The boob Olympics. The how hot is your ass Olympics.
Yeah,
it's pretty much all it is.
Whatever. I openly laughed.
Yeah.
Watch, now, this is what I'm going to do. The rest of the morning when it's on our big screen over there, I'm just going to point and laugh.
Just point and laugh.
Even if we're in the middle of doing something.
You hear you point and laugh?
Hey, I'm glad that Jimmy's on my side with this. I don't know where Anthony falls on this. But this is the type of thing that just makes me sick. This happened since our last live show. The kid, the 11-year-old, and the massive hog that he shot for no reason whatsoever.
You sort of made it sound a little different than the story I had read. The 11-year-old kid and the massive hog. Like, what story is this? Is this another teacher gone bad story?
No, it's the latest kid's book.
The little kid and his big hog.
This kid, I don't know where if the hog was coming at him or if he just saw it. And he said, he just recognized that was the biggest hog he was ever going to see in his life. But he shot it. It was 1,051 pounds and 9 feet 4 inches.
Damn!
And this 11-year-old fat boy...
It's a big pig.
Shot it with his little pistol, and I want to...
If it was a bigger pistol than a little pistol.
Well, no, this is the problem.
His fat little face.
The kid shot it, injured it, and then they followed it for hours through the woods, continuing to shoot at the thing. I gotta make it perfectly clear. I'm not an animal rights activist by any means. I've never donated to an animal charity.
No.
I don't really... in general, I don't really care about your pets or anything like that. But these type of stories just drive me nuts. It's like,
why is that?
Just leave the thing alone. It got up to over 1,000 pounds just minding its own business.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere. No one even saw this thing.
Little douche had to go and shoot it with his stupid father. Why don't you teach your dumb son to read? Why don't you rent him a good movie or get him a good book?
It's the gluttony of humans. This is what drives me nuts about humans. Just the gluttony that we all have.
Do you have audio of what he said, how it felt?
Yeah.
Which is why I just want to kick this kid right in his little fat sternum.
Yeah, here's the story.
11-year-old Jamison Stone has...
And what drives me nuts, the happiness of the news report. Like, this is a big day for everybody. It's not a big day for the hog. He was just minding his own business, going about its hog life.
Yeah, which is obviously awful. Hogs don't do much.
No.
Make awful noises.
11-year-old Jamison Stone has quite a story to tell his friends in school, that's for sure. He brought down this 9-foot, 4-inch long, 1,000-pound hog with a pistol.
I was scared, a little excited. It was pretty nerve-wracking at first, knowing I was about to go after that big old hog.
The big old hog, as he calls it. Well, he and his dad were hunting in East Alabama when they came upon the monster hog. Bigger than the mythological Hogzilla that was thought to roam southern Georgia back in 2004. In fact, they're actually making a movie about that Hogzilla, and now apparently the producers of that movie are talking to Jameson about a possible role.
Let me ask you a question. This is what else he said, too. They don't have that quote there. It feels really good, Jameson said in a telephone interview. He's 11. It's a good accomplishment. I probably won't ever kill anything else that big. How about yourself, fat boy? That's an accomplishment? You shot a big pig?
Well, you do have to look. You do have to look at where this is coming from. It is coming from the South, which is steeped in a tradition of hunting with their children.
His father just easily could have married that thing.
It looked like mama.
I understand all that. It's just a world. I don't want to be a part of it. It's just disgusting.
That just stinks. Leave the animals alone, you dopes.
People
want to eat it?
At least Uncle Ted eats every part of the body. Thank you very much.
People that eat stuff is one thing. I don't mind that. And I'm not an activist either, but, you know, like, I don't know.
They mount that head on a nice plaque and put it in their trailer or something.
Great.
It's just
that'll look nice.
Jimmy, hookers.
Jimmy, do your Uncle Ted. Uncle Ted does it a little differently. Like, you understand what he does. He shoots these things.
I don't trust Uncle Sam. I'll do it myself. Thank you very much, Uncle Ted. It's just a matter of what you say.
It's got an answer.
What about accidental shootings? That only happens, you silly liberal. It doesn't happen with white people. Uncle Ted's talking. Just settle down, simmer down, sit back, relax. Uncle Ted will take charge.
Uncle Ted will do all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, Uncle Ted will do the heavy lifting. We
just sit there and listen.
You wrote 5 mediocre songs in the 70s. Shut up, Uncle Ted. We get it. Cat scratch fever. Wow, 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 wow. Good. Mouth.
I like that song.
Me too. It's the only one I can think of, though.
What about Stranglehold, baby?
No.
I wouldn't know that if you played it for me.
No.
You don't know Stranglehold?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, wow. That's too bad. There's a reason they call him Uncle Ted. He knows how to...
He's a very good
He knows
guitar.
how to work an axe.
Good, let him do that.
He eats every part of the body, though.
That's fine.
He's not wasteful.
Well, who's saying these people aren't going to eat that giant
pig is rotting in a driveway somewhere.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that big pig. Why would you shoot for... Look how great that thing is.
If you went hunting for boar, let's see, you're hunting for that type of animal, and you see the biggest one you've ever seen, ever, you're not going to think, wow, that's majestic. I ought to just let it go and live its life. You're going to shoot it so you can go, look at what I shot. This pig is bigger than any pig you've ever seen.
No, I know that, but why hunt for boar? Like, that's what bugs me. It's like, look at that.
People do eat boar. They eat it. It's pig. It's pork.
I understand. I even save stupid insects in my apartment. I'm a loser.
I have to because of my girlfriend, but
the only thing I do kill is I'll kill cockroaches. And I have no problem frying mice in my little electric traps. But everything else I save. Everything else.
Bugs to me are nothing. They are not real life, so I kill them at will. I have, like, posters up in the little bug post office of my face. I'm a bug killer. But anything else, I feel bad. I can't hunt. I used to hunt for, like, rabbits in California and stuff.
You ever hear a deer?
I felt bad.
You ever hear a deer cry?
Oh, no, that's Dove. Sorry. That's when Poe cries.
And I'm sure a hunter will call and go, that's not really him crying. Well, to me, it sounds like crying enough that I could never hunt.
If a hunter wants to do something, why don't you do this? Instead of pointing your big, long, hard rifle and shooting like a man, why don't you do it at home, stupid? Maybe if you took care of business in the bedroom, you wouldn't have to run around and prove your masculinity by firing at something that doesn't have a gun. Leave it alone.
It is a long tradition in this country, hunting.
When they needed to hunt, that's one thing. When Indians were running around causing a ruckus and wearing the fur and stuff, that was needed. Now it's
hunting for sport. Not like Trenton, but or Manhattan. You're not going to go around hunting. But in Alabama down there, those people are still hunting for their food, squirrels or whatever. There are certain people in certain towns that depend on hunting. I don't know what this kid's all about. I don't know that. It doesn't bother me that he shot this thing. I couldn't do it. I'm not a hunter. I love shooting. I love guns. I love going down to the range and target shooting. That's a lot of fun. But as far as killing something, unless it's an intruder in my house, which I would take great pleasure in, No, I'm not like the kill. I can't kill a deer or anything. I felt bad killing like rabbits when I was hunting rabbits to eat those things back in California. But, you know, I like shooting. I don't like hunting.
Why do women almost never hunt? I mean, occasionally I'm sure there are some, but the majority...
Because it rhymes too much with what they are.
Why don't women hunt? Are you crazy, Jimmy? We invented hunting to get away from them once a month.
It just annoys me.
They're gatherers.
Little fat boy sitting there standing behind the pig with his little picture taken. I wish he would have woke up and bit his fat face and then died.
Yeah, there's something about it that bothers me too, man. Hunting for just the hell of it just drives me nuts.
This dumb father acting like a...
But I'm not going to be out there protesting or anything. You do whatever you want. But me personally, it's disgusting to me. The other thing, there's another story. They killed a lizard in Florida because, you know, people... They keep insisting on building these homes closer and closer to wildlife. Yeah. And then when the wildlife decides to do what it's supposed to do, just explore, and all of a sudden it ends up on your lawn, they got to kill the thing.
They got to shoot it.
Because there's kids in the area. Kids that'll grow up to be nobodies, you know, but you got to protect the children from an alligator or a lizard from doing what it just normally does.
Yeah, that wasn't even an alligator. It was this giant lizard. You know, something you...
That's the story today, too. They said, we had to kill it. There were kids in the area.
Can't you just take it somewhere else?
Yeah, how about you just trap it?
Relocate it.
And relocate it. It's just looking around a little bit.
Bunch of panty wastes in this room.
Look at this fat face on him with his stupid chin and his fat... If his father wanted to accomplish something, he would have taught him to do crunches or hit the gym and stop looking like that thing he was shooting at.
Look, they got to pick him up with a tractor.
Exactly.
Wow. That is a big... Wow, you are a fat little kid, aren't you?
Fat little face.
There he is with his big pistol.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
They had a good old time. Let's say hi to One Buff Girl. One Buff Girl, what's up?
Morning, boys.
Good morning.
I just wanted to say I have a feeling it's not going to be his first time on TV, since one of the first signs of serial killers is killing animals.
Killing small animals, well...
Nah, this
guy's like hunting.
Yeah, this is a lifestyle that I have no clue about.
It's not like he's burying kittens up to their head and taking the old lawnmower out.
Yeah, people do that?
I've always heard that one. Haven't you heard that? Where you bury a kitten or a puppy up to their neck and then, yeah. I heard that when I was a kid. I think it's urban legend. I don't know how many people really did that. That's pretty heartless.
Yeah, why not? If you get the lawnmower, why not just ask the cat to cut the grass so you can relax and have a lemonade? Get it?
No.
All right, One Buff Girl, thank you. Let's say hi to John in New York. John, what's up?
Yeah, guy.
Hey.
Yeah, and a 50 caliber handgun he was using is Smith & Wesson 500. 50 caliber bullet. He unloaded a full clip on it and had to chase it down, reload, and keep shooting.
Yeah, they chase this thing for hours, I guess, through the woods.
Well, they say there's a real problem down there because they tear up, like one can tear up like an acre in a day. So they just try to hunt their nuisance. The season's open all year round, 24 hours a day. They can hunt all night for them.
Oh, yeah?
You know what? Yeah. I think humans are the nuisance on this planet.
Well,
quite frankly. Comparatively speaking, if you want to talk about nuisances, I think the humans are at the top of the leaderboard. I think we're way more of a nuisance on this earth.
We need a better predator than ourselves. You know, we're pretty much occasionally an animal snag one of us and show us the what how and give us a bit of the old business with their claws.
Nah, every once in a while you get Godzilla. He makes his way over to America.
Oh, that never happens.
We do have cancer, though. That's quite a job.
Yeah, things like that. Disease, but, you know, animals have disease, too. I think we need, like, a good predator that we are their prey and really have to look out. Could you imagine having to look over your shoulder all the time, wondering if this thing was going to shoot you with something or so they could eat you or just put your head on a wall? Now we would be united as a race of just human beings.
That would calm everyone the F down. That would calm everyone down.
Certainly would.
Speaking of cancer, Jimmy, you know, if you look at Earth as an organism, humans are cancer cells on the Earth. Destroying everything in their path.
I don't know, because if we just go away, the Earth will get better, believe me. The Earth will heal itself in a matter of years, just a few years. If people disappeared tomorrow from the face of the Earth, this planet would be perfect in a few short years. Relatively speaking, so I mean like a million.
You would, yeah. Yeah. Hey, we're talking animals. You got to do the goose story. If you're doing morning radio, you got to do the goose story.
Oh, and a funny story.
I understand it's Rock Scream Tuesday, but goose story, come on.
What goose story?
Oh, this little ditty.
All right, well, now Alabama man is doing his best to help an injured neighbor. He tried to remove an arrow that was shot into a Canadian goose's head. Take a look at this. As you can see, the goose is in quite a predicament here. Now, Tony Cooper found the animal strolling on his grass. He quickly tried to remove the arrow, but he says it's been there for a long time, so he was only able to get half of it out.
Yeah, the arrow's right through its little goose head.
Looks like he got the feather side out.
Yeah.
But then the pointy end is still sticking out of his head a good 8 inches or so.
Yeah.
So he's got to walk around with this pointy end of an arrow sticking out of the side of his face.
Do you know what an ass that goose must feel like?
In the goose community, he is just an ass. You're right.
He can't just blend in because, like, you turn around and then, like, all the geese look alike.
Of course.
You can spot that dummy from a mile away.
There he is, old arrowhead.
That's the Steve Martin goose.
The arrow is healed in the goose's head. And I think if we caught the goose and tried to remove the arrow, we'd probably harm the goose. I hope he's more comfortable with only half an arrow in his head.
Well, the Alabama Wildlife Center says it's going to try to capture the goose and remove the rest of the arrow. Meantime, neighbors say the goose is eating and doing remarkably well.
Well, that's really horrible. Last week it was a cat. This week a goose.
I don't understand why people need to shoot wild animals with arrows or anything. Let them be.
Thank you.
Know?
Wow. We all get along. Salvatore.
Let them be.
Thank you.
I didn't
have my moments.
That was amazing commentary right there.
Yeah.
Let them be. All right.
I'm right.
Shoot wild animals like a house cat.
Yeah. Or a goose. I guess it's a wild animal, but...
Well, really? Is it?
No.
Hey,
any wild animal that you could just throw seeds at and they come at you. I don't think that's a wild animal.
Right, really.
Tell you the truth.
It's a fruit.
Mac. You just throw some corn kernels at him and he's your pal.
Let's go to Ziggy and Boston.
I'm doing that with a tiger, with a Bengal tiger.
With a little crunched up bread to try to get a bear over.
Yeah. See how he just goes whack, whack, whack in front of you, or he bites your throat out.
Ziggy! What's up, Zig?
This is Itchy Fish, Ziggy. How you doing?
Holy crap. A blast from the past.
How you guys doing?
Is Itchy Fish still rocking?
We did a reunion show. We do a few benefit shows once in a while, but other than that, if you mean going to bed at 9 o'clock, then yeah, I'm rocking hard.
Back in the day when we were doing radio in Boston, you guys had dreams of making it, man. What happened? Kids? Someone got married? Who blew up your spot?
Radio DJ took you away from your band?
Yeah. I think what happened was after so many years of watching other bands make it and us being slackers, we decided to run away quick while we had some fans.
You know, that's a bit we got to do someday. There's so many bands that we've just come across in our radio careers, and they're all like, we're going to be the next Pearl Jam, man.
Here it comes.
And I want to know the breakup story. What happened where you finally realized the dream was over? Like the guitarist had to move to Florida because he fell in love with a chick, and then you got another guitarist, but he wasn't as good.
He just turned into a dick.
Right?
What happened?
I want to hear those stories, like how close you were to making it and what happened.
Dude, this friend of mine knows one of the guys that works for a record company. Yeah. So all we got to do is get him our demo, and we're like in. And then that never materializes.
100 times before.
Of course.
Dude,
we got to make a press pack.
Dude, I gave Opie my demo. It's just a matter of time now.
We're going to make it. That's great. Yeah, we went in the studio and spent like thousands of dollars we don't have to put together a tape.
And I got a copy to Opie. So we're on our way.
Yeah.
Oops, that one went in the river.
You got to just keep playing. No matter what the gig is, even if there's 3 people there, you got to play it. Do you? I remember leaving gigs, just pulling up in front, looking at the front window and going, bye-bye.
Nope,
beeping the horn so the rest of the guys know to leave. Goodbye. Not playing.
The Boston
in front of 3 people.
Had an article about our departure, and it said, someday Itchy Fish will be a faded bumper sticker on a pickup truck, and that's the case now.
And that's the case now?
That's it.
You know, and Zig, you guys were really good, man. I really enjoyed you guys back in the day. So what's going on? How's Boston?
Boston's good, man. Married. I'm a tile guy, and I was calling about killing animals because I got crows in my backyard every morning.
Yeah, you can kill crows.
Yes,
we're gonna make our list. You can kill cockroaches, you can kill mice, you can kill rats, you can kill crows. Dennis Leary does the greatest bit where we save only the cute animals.
That sounds good.
It's so true.
I don't know. Minks are kind of cute, and we'll just rip their skin off.
Yeah, I guess you're
And
right.
for some reason, you have to electrocute their private areas while you do it. Like, they do things that you couldn't possibly fathom why they have to do it. Like, first they got to put these electrodes on their private areas, and then we put a noose around their neck and stretch them out to a length of 10 feet.
Right.
Then we hit them with baseball bats all across their back to crush their spine into a fine powder. Then we squeeze like space food. We squeeze their guts out of the exit.
And at any time, if they die during the process, we got to start all over.
We got to start over.
Because now the mink is ruined.
The fur is ruined. So
yeah, they have to be alive through the whole process
of dead mink that we have here. But it's the only way, because if we don't do it this way, the coat isn't as smooth.
Look, we killed 10,000. We were able to get 100 minks. The rest
100 out of 10,000
were useless because they died during the process. Because can we admit as humans that we just stink? That's all I want from this radio show, to all of us just acknowledge that we suck.
We are...
Humans suck.
Let me tell you something.
Look around. We suck.
I understand. But we are the S on this planet. We are king crap of Earth. So we do whatever we please until somebody or something says different. That's how it works.
Why do people, look, again, when you need something, I wear leather sometimes. But when you need a fur coat made out of real mink, it's like that just becomes like a status symbol. That there's nothing more than that. It's like it's silly.
Yeah,
it's silly.
Is it?
That's why
I think so.
That's why I can't go to movies. I bring it up from time to time. I can't Pirates of the Caribbean, #1 at the box office, whatever, 115 million over the weekend, right? I cannot go to a crowded movie theater because the gluttony of humans.
You just hate the gluttony.
It drives me nuts when my girlfriend has to actually kind of hold my hand and go, calm down, it'll be all right.
That's the gluttony of Americans, too. You gotta
just
realize
humans
there is
in general. Oh, you think Americans are even worse?
There's difference, but we're pretty bad.
I can't. When I'm sitting in a movie theater waiting for the movie to start, and this is before the previews when it's kind of quiet, and then the previews start, and then, every movie starts off with a very, very quiet scene, and all you hear is food, 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 feed my face, feed my face, feed my face, feed my face.
Washing it down with your tasty beverage.
And the candy wrappers. I need more food, 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 food.
Annoying.
Feed my face, feed my face. Drinking soda that you can't possibly finish before the end of the movie, but you do because we're humans and we're just full of gluttony. Oh, it drives me nuts. And I know I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I eat my popcorn and stuff, but it sounds like locusts. When you get a few hundred people eating popcorn at the same time, it's a noise I cannot handle. I can't handle it.
You have sound things, though. Your brain works like that, because vacuums, there's certain sounds that get you. It's a sound thing. It's the way you're wired. There's certain sounds that
this morning we had to change the light bulb right above my head here, and I was trying to do it myself. The squeakiness of changing the light bulb drives me insane.
Oh, that. You're very sensitive. You unscrew the light bulb.
And I know, this is not normal thinking. I'm just sharing the stupid crap in my head. I can't go to a movie theater because of the gluttony of humans opening packages and stuffing as much treats into their face as humanly possible before the movie starts.
I'll have a box of goobers, please. Could I have the big box of goobers?
Goobers? I wish it ended with just goobers. Goobers, popcorn, extra butter, extra salt, big, huge, soda.
I need the 8,000 pack of Twizzlers.
Right.
Because I'm going to eat 50 miles of licorice.
Right. That's what I'm getting at.
Can I have the juju beads? No disrespect.
No disrespect.
That's what I'm getting at. And you just hear these noises come from all directions. And I can't.
Enough.
It drives me insane.
Oh, I don't worry about that. I've been to a movie theater in years.
Well, you see all the new movies now.
Oh, I know. It's amazing.
You haven't
just picture them in my head.
You haven't had human contact in years. Why are they showing women's bosoms? The montage today is women's bosoms.
Oh, the B-roll. We love news B-roll because you try to figure out what the story is.
It's all about bosoms today on Good Morning America.
No, they were showing fat asses in the office earlier.
Yeah.
They were doing B-roll of just fat people's asses walking down the street, and now they were just showing women's bosoms as they walk down the street. And, of course, you never see their head because then you'd need some kind of a clearance for them to use it.
The montage was bosoms. Could we find out why they had a montage of girls' bosoms? And they were all different sizes, so I'm thinking it wasn't about breast implants.
Yeah.
So what's the deal?
I don't know.
Is cleavage in?
Maybe.
I bet it's a bra
We've been noticing with the girl.
It
probably is a bra thing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try to figure it out.
Do you notice with the fat B-roll, could that happen anywhere else? That's why I was saying America seems to be a very gluttonous country. Do you think in England they could do a lot of that and get a lot of B-roll? Are there fat English people?
I don't know. They've colonized the whole world. They're gluttonous, too.
Yeah, well...
they couldn't get on board in Iraq fast enough.
As far as scooping up other nations.
Oh, no kidding. The montage in Britain is they do the teeth montage.
Yeah, okay.
Rotting teeth.
Rotting teeth.
Just rotting.
Scurvy.
Right.
Scurvy is back with a vengeance.
Teeth looking like an old graveyard.
Excuse me.
It's Opie and Anthony. Good morning. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. It's a virus, the O-N-A virus spreading across America on this fine Rock Scream Tuesday.
Oh, is that awful?
That's great. We're going to try to move on, but they interviewed the kid that killed the giant hog.
On?
I don't know, some dumb show.
Some dumb show.
Good Morning America, was it?
One of those.
And did we find out what the montage of the bosoms was all about? No? We don't know yet? They just had a montage of women, just their bosoms.
Yeah, zoomed right in.
Ladies, Opie and Anthony are here. Cover up your blouses.
Please cover up your bosoms.
Dude, that has made me laugh ever since we stopped by the old joint.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear, real fast, Ant and I stopped by the old joint, WNEW, now that we're working for the same company again. You know, all of a sudden they welcome us with open arms.
I wanted to see what the old place looked like.
And we ran into the receptionist, and she thinks we're the biggest pigs in the world. And she saw that we were there, and all of a sudden she starts covering up her bosoms.
She goes, close my blouse.
And she wasn't even really showing much cleavage or anything.
No.
But she felt the need to cover up her bosoms with her blouse. Yeah. And then every woman that was walking anywhere near us, she would scream out, close your blouses.
Close your blouses. Your blouse.
She was using the word blouse, though. Cover your blouses. Opie and Anthony are here to visit.
Oh, pull up your petticoats.
Would you pull them up or down, though?
I don't know.
I wasn't.
Your petticoat. I think you'd pull it.
You would pull it up?
Up to cover your belly.
Oh, okay.
Because they go to the floor, don't they?
But she was obsessed. She kept just saying, close your blouses.
I wasn't looking.
Opie and Anthony are here, and we're like,
don't
look.
Sweat it.
Yeah, the receptionist, she's got to be pushing 60. Yeah. Trust me. If we were going to look at blouses, it wouldn't be yours. Jeez.
Not looking.
Giant hog. Here's the kid that shot the beast. Hogzilla 2.
11-year-old Jameson Stone says he spotted the wild hog cooling off in a swamp. Huh. He says it was big as a cow.
He was snarling, he's popping his jaws as a threat. And
as a threat?
Popping his jaws as a threat.
So I obviously had to kill it.
So I cocked my pistol as a threat.
Right. Yeah, there's a nice even
Steven.
Even match there. 50 caliber.
Let's play a game of even Steven.
A jaw-popping boar.
Right.
He's just trying to kind of cool off. Hang out and just cool off. It's hot.
And he's just snorting in the mud.
It wasn't a threat. I'm sure this boar has never seen a human before. It's like, hey, just kind of...
Hey, pal.
Trying to show his teeth like, look, I want to continue living, so why don't you go that way? I'm going to go this way.
Share the watering hole with me? I'll be your buddy.
And that's when I, took my shot.
Jameson, hunting with his father, stalked the boar for 3 hours, finally bringing the beast down with a .50 caliber revolver. How big was this beast? His father says the wild hog was more than 9 feet long and tipped the scales at 1,051 pounds.
That animal lived so long and got so big to be taken out by this awful hillbilly father-son team.
By the kid's name's Jameson. Hello.
Jameson, yeah.
Hello.
I want to name him Jameson. Why? Because I like it.
It had something to do with the conception, and they felt while she's puking out the window, it was too long for the birth certificate.
All my friends said, no, you didn't kill something like that until I showed them the website.
There's always going to be naysayers in situations like this. My gut reaction is it's an enormous hog. I mean, an 11-year-old kid shot a 1,051-pound pig.
If true, Jameson's trophy kill would be bigger than even Hogzilla, an almost mythical 800-pound wild boar killed in Georgia in 2004.
Hogzilla ain't nothing compared to this one.
No, we're going to have to name this one some cute name, too.
Yeah. So now another legend is gathering steam, and while this wild boar may end up in the record books, for now, it's on the dinner table, and there are plenty of leftovers.
We've got sausage.
I bet you got a lot of it.
A lot of sausage.
Yeah.
That's healthy, fat boy.
I'm sure Fat Boy's going to be enjoying sausage.
Bacon and sausage from his pig.
Can't wait till that little fat kid's heart stops when he's like 17. Face first in the mud, chubby.
Some bunch of pig blubber clogging up his heart.
How great would it be as he's calling for help, a svelte little 30-pound pig stepped on the side of his stupid face and pushed his nose into the mud. A little piggy.
A little piglet.
I like to grab that little fat Jameson kid's toes and go, this little piggy went to market, and then shoot it off.
His Hogzilla toes. Big fat things.
Speaking of chubby, should we weigh E-Rock?
Yep, it is.
E to the rock. What do you say?
Supposed to be Monday, but...
Oh, he got right up.
Yeah, he's ready.
That means one thing. This bit is over. He's losing the weight.
Look down again. Yeah, see?
No, he's...
I was just saying.
Really fast. We can make this fast because it's a boring bit now, because we are all hoping that you just didn't have any self-control and you were going to continue.
I'm going to say he gained or stayed the same.
There's no... Look at him.
I'm going to say he gained or stayed the same.
He's way down.
What was his last weight?
I don't know.
209? I say he's 206.3.
Wait, let's do it this way, because most listeners don't care, so we really got to, kind of spoon-feed him this bit.
Like E-Rock, you got to spoon-feed him.
E-Rock has a bet with Dr. Ian Smith from Celebrity Fit Club. He's got to... you got to lose, what, 20 pounds?
He's still wearing those underwear where his junk just, bunches up in the front.
He's a
private pile underwear. When he's there walking around going, this is my rifle, this is my gun.
Yeah.
He's got those underwear
the same underwear on, sure. E-Rock.
You're a knock-kneed sissy.
Are you packing?
I do all right.
You all right?
Gosh. Listen. Packing food in his mouth.
His legs are actually starting to look a little skinny.
Are they?
All right, here's the deal. So, Dr. Ian Smith's bet you that you couldn't lose 20 pounds. Mm-hmm. He gave E-Rock the $500 already. If he doesn't lose the 20 pounds by what date? Make this fast.
June 28th.
June 28th. Okay.
Take the hat off.
You get to keep the $500. If you don't, you have to give the $500 back plus $100. Right?
Oh, boy.
How much weight has he lost so far?
I don't know, but Jimmy's ready to attack.
Why are you ready to attack, E-Rock?
No, I just wanted to see him with hat head. Because he got he has a new hairdo. His new hairdo. His new hairdo.
I like his short hair.
I did, too.
When he grows it out, it looks like hair plugs, and he doesn't have hair plugs. It's the most bizarre thing ever.
It looks like he combed it by getting it really wet and then laying forcefully on the pillow for 6 hours.
How much has he lost there, Travis?
5 pounds.
5 pounds. Yeah. All right, let's go.
106.3.
Here we go.
Get on the scale.
Stepping up on the scale. And they're eagerly looking at the weight. And it is...
It's fluctuating, but I'll say 206.8.
Was that good?
He lost over 2 pounds, 2.2 pounds.
Damn it.
He lost another 2.2? Huh? In a week.
I don't think you're going to make it.
You got to step it up a little bit.
You're supposed to lose the most weight up front and then taper off.
Wait a minute now. He's lost... How much did he lost so far?
7.5 pounds.
And he's got to do 12.5 more?
He's got to get to... Yeah. He's got to lose 20.
Do it.
He's still got a month, right? June 28th?
Yeah.
Cut a leg off on the last day.
This bit's over. Who cares?
Who cares?
I say, like, the day before he finally gets it, we rig the scale. So it comes off as 230, just so Ian Smith drop kicks him in the throat and takes his money.
All right, there you go. We're committed to this really awful bit, so congratulations to E-Rock. Can't you just start eating? For the sake of the radio show, because then everyone laughs, and it's more fun that way.
Left to his own devices, once this bit's over, forget about it. He's right back to his chips and goodies.
Like a scene out of The Meaning of Life. First dinner he has June 29th.
Hey, nothing but cake and
mayo. He actually wants he actually wants bacon with mayo on it. Not even cooked, just raw.
Just take a big bite out of that giant pig's belly. Raw.
He'd start at the hoof.
Hey, this is a quickie before we go to break. And then one of our favorites died over the weekend. Another voice that Anthony used to do quite often. They're all just dying. Charles Nelson Riley died. We'll get into that after the break.
He did?
Oh, yeah.
I heard they buried him upside down.
All right. That old guy.
I love that stupid joke. They buried me upside down.
So my friends can visit.
My friends can drop it.
That stupid gag. Anyway, listen, we'll get into that after the break.
I didn't have many friends, but I had family up there. Well, no, wait, I didn't have much family, but I had friends up there. God, I suck.
Anthony's warming up on runway number 9 after the break. But we love when newscasters, they're newsreaders, basically. They're just a bunch of dummies. They're supposed to look good on camera, and they read. They read off the reading machine, and when the reading machine breaks down, you get some just fun times.
Then we break down.
We got a brand new one?
What happened to the reading machine?
The reading machine.
I can't do the news. The reading machine tells me what to say.
You might remember this one from West Palm Beach. Play this one, E-Rock.
A local man spots something suspicious, and he decides to spring into action. He has done something that is very good. Port St. Lucie police need to know if you have seen anything of the man who exposed himself to several women and children. They released this composite sketch.
He did the die.
I hope it's as funny out there as it is in this studio. He did something good.
We don't know what to do without the reading machine.
Well, we got a new one. This guy,
good.
The reading machine breaks down, and this guy, wow, this is really good. Out of Salt Lake City. Here we go.
Now in world news, police in Portugal now have a description of a... let me find that script here. I apologize. Here we are. Police in Portugal now have a description of a man they believe may be involved in the case of a missing 4-year-old.
These guys, I guarantee, they don't even know what they're reading.
No.
They're just reading. They don't know what they're reading.
Police now have a district.
The reading machine broke down.
Let me look for script here. Look for script.
Well, does anybody know what he was saying? Like, they said they have like a lead, the 4-year-old girl's disappearance. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Do we know?
Who cares? It's just about the reading machine breaking down.
But I want to know what happened.
The reading machine.
Big story.
To the girl?
Yeah, man. In England, they were having dinner. The 3 kids were asleep in the bedroom, and all of a sudden, they come back later. They were checking every half hour, like they could see the room. Somebody snuck in and took the 4-year-old. It's just a month ago. You didn't hear that?
Oh no, I did hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It just snapped in my head.
I don't know.
Is that little blonde girl?
Yeah, they were on vacation. It was a family from Britain, and there's 3 kids in a room, and they're eating in the hotel, but they could see the room. They're still like 30 yards away, whatever. And somebody kidnapped the 4-year-old, and they've had no clues or anything. But now this guy is saying that there was some kind of a clue or something like that. I don't
know if he's lying or not.
No, I've seen the story.
I'm not lying.
Right.
It's a tremendous reward for the kid, too.
Because the kid's adorable.
She's still missing. No, I know. I'm saying I wonder if there was you're right.
Because the kid's cute.
We only find
That's what it is.
We only find the cute kids.
We only really put the word out for the cute kids, is what it is.
Yeah.
like little Jean Bonnet.
Yeah.
No one would have cared, but they showed her with her stupid little hat and her little 6-shooters and her cowboy boots. And people were like, "Aw, we got to find that."
Yeah.
You know? It's like the adoption services for the animals when they show puppies. They don't show ugly puppies. No one's going to go down there and adopt ugly puppies.
It's an all-out search if the kid is cute.
We love cute.
Kid has a problem.
Yeah. If there's a little bend in their head like Gumby, or you got the go funny eyes.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, Charlie, take a loop around the block, see what you can find.
Yeah, take a look.
Nothing? All right,
Forget it. Call the camera crew back. Who cares?
Well, we take a look back at Charles Nelson Riley next.
The ghost of Mrs. Muir.
He's warming up. It's okay. It's Opie and Anthony. Oops, sorry. I screwed up. A very rare screw up. Oh, extremely rare. Unbelievably rare.
£1.5 million reward for this kid.
It's Opie and Anthony. All right, what else is America talking about? Dr. Kevorkian released from prison after serving 8 years.
It was 8 years already?
8 years. That went by fast.
Yeah.
Scientists breed cows that give skim milk.
See, that's something we ought to stop doing. The hell is that?
I would imagine that's not too healthy for the cow itself.
No.
But who cares? It's all about the humans.
We need skim milk to come out of the cow. We can't be busy making it.
How do they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, they just give the cow a lot of water.
Is that it? Just water it down?
Make it eat lean cuisine.
What else? Polish authorities to launch investigation to see if the Teletubbies are gay.
Why?
I don't know.
Wasn't this some kind of scandal in the U.S. years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just kind of getting the info over there.
Got a man wrestling a leopard that jumped in his bed. He survived. How did that happen? The Chinese economy is coming. I told you guys. Yes. Mm-hmm. And Barbra Streisand cancels Rome concert after high ticket price protest.
Yeah.
Bravo for the Romans. Bravo.
Yeah, she was supposed to be retired. And then she does this European tour and charges thousands of dollars.
It was like $1,000 a ticket or some ridiculous price.
For these tickets, she's going to bilk Europe.
And the Romans are like, go F yourself. So she had to cancel the concert because no one was willing to pay that much to see old Barbra Streisand.
Throw her in the Colosseum with some lions. Bring back the good old days of Rome. No? Yeah. Why don't you rip her apart? Yeah. That'd be fun.
She's a sword in the front of her face.
She just sits there in L.A. or wherever she lives, pontificating on things she knows nothing about.
Kind of like us.
Yeah, but we're on the radio. She does it from home, which I'm against. I hate when Jimmy's right.
Ticket prices ranging from $200 to more than $1,200 a ticket.
Is that Rome money?
Huh?
Is that the lira?
What?
I don't know what that is.
$200. That's. Oh, I guess that's the cheapest seat?
Yeah.
Way up in the back, $200?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And then, of course, this happened over the weekend.
And the entertainment world is mourning the loss of Charles Nelson Riley. The award-winning actor died Friday in Los Angeles from complications of pneumonia. He was a fixture on late-night talk and game shows like The Dean Martin Show, Hollywood Squares, and The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. Riley began his career on Broadway, appearing in How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, for which he won a Tony Award. He was 76.
Only 76?
76.
He did Match Game, too.
Match Game?
Yeah.
I died of pneumonia. Just like Robert Reed and Rock Hudson. We all died of pneumonia. Problem?
Well, and I was... Mr. Riley, welcome to the radio show. Let me close my eyes.
I'm wearing my ascot.
Yeah, I see.
Looks like it spilt yogurt on it. Match Game. Charles Nelson Riley died of blank. Of blank. Fill it in, everybody, quick. 4 letters. Come on. No, not pneumonia. That's what the press release said.
Keep it safe. Keep it safe for everybody.
Surprised I lasted as long as I did.
Well, Aunt and I were discussing this in the back office there.
Yes.
We're thinking that you you played it pretty safe your entire life?
I played it very safe.
And then at 65, you said, what the hell?
I went hog wild.
You went hog wild.
At 65, I knew what I was missing out on. So I just let loose. Oh, I used to get it in the all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I had more in my, on my, in the, up the, through the, and then I put some in his, on the, in the, in my, on my.
Whoa! Whoa, hey!
And then once I even his right in the. Well, it was wonderful. Then I noticed I was feeling a little sickly.
Yeah.
And the doctor said pneumonia, but they used another word. A little shorter than pneumonia. That's it. I gotta wipe my mouth with my ascot. No, I didn't just eat sour cream.
You're assuming a lot over there, but then again, you are Charles Nelson Riley.
Hold on,
you would know.
I have to pass wind.
Okay.
It's been a hell of a year, boys.
And they what? They're gonna bury you face down there, Mr. Riley.
Yes, they're burying me face down.
Yeah.
So my friends can. What's the punchline? So my friends can drop in or something. I used to do a lot of game shows.
Yeah.
Okay, the pyramid. Things that make you lose weight. Let me think. A good diet? No. Oh, jeez. I don't know. Could I call a friend and maybe get some aid with this? Oh, well.
That's a different game show. Yeah.
Charles Nelson Riley takes it up the blank. The blank. Okay. Up the blank. No. The river? No. The old dirt road? No. Well. Wait, back to the pyramid. Things we don't discuss in public. Oh. Okay, come on. No diseases, and stop. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Stop on some skin wounds and loss of weight. Chicken broth in a robe.
You also did Hollywood Squares there.
Yes, Hollywood Squares. I was the center square after that other left.
Paul Lynn?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
That other.
Yeah.
He died of pneumonia, I think.
No, I think his was a lot crazier.
He was doing poppers. Auto asphyxia.
Oh, sorry, Charles Nelson Riley. I was pointing at the TV because they were doing a montage of bosoms, but...
What?
Yeah, I know.
Who cares?
Why would you turn around? Of course. Why would you?
That's wonderful. Me and Charles Nelson Riley once hooked up. Oh, I put my right in the... Oh, and then he... In my... On my... In the... Through the... In the... By the... Hold on. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, how did my ascot get a skid mark on it? Loved my ascot. I like the beginning of that word, ass.
Stephen S. from Bayshore, huge glasses, bad toupee, an ascot, and knee pads. We'll miss you, Charles Nelson Riley.
Godspeed to me.
Yeah.
This was my favorite game, called Press Your Luck. I was never on it, but it was just real life. Blonde-haired blonde-haired guy, brown-haired guy, Italian guy, black gentleman, and stop. Oh, no, I'm the Haitian.
Haitian refugee? Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Bye-bye, funny man. Okay, what do these two men have in common? Freddie Mercury and Charles Nelson Riley. They spit when they talk, have a little bit of a lisp. Nope, they... And now they're both dead. Oh. Yes. Want to play Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
Love that game.
All right, Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
All right.
A van is turning the letters around. It's a four-letter word.
Four-letter word.
I'll give you a vowel.
Okay.
A.
A.
At the beginning.
Okay.
A blank, blank, blank. Pick some letters. I'll give you another vowel. I. Put it wherever you like.
Okay.
That's what that guy said. Put it wherever you like. And look where I ended up. Oh, in the cemetery.
No, it's pneumonia. Let's keep it straight here.
Pneumonia with four letters?
Get it? Keep it straight?
Keep it straight? Impossible. Oops, why'd I beat that? Okay, just make believe I cursed. All
right, AI, what's up?
AI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, would you like to spin wheel?
Yeah.
All right. It's come up on $500. Pick a letter. L. No, stupid. I'm trying to spell a disease. People, there's rumors that I died of botulism. I did not have bad meat in the can.
That
old gag. They're all coming back. All
the old gags.
Good night, funny man.
Godspeed.
Yeah. Pull my ascot over my face. And bury me. I'm done. But I love the... Yeah. Just hope I get to the pearly gates, and Rock Hudson's waiting there for me. We both climb up on the pearly gates and sit down. Got a pearly gate knob right in the old... That's great.
Were you into
I hear Anthony grew up in San Juan Capistrano.
Yeah.
Every day for me was Swallow's Day. Look at my ascot. Remember that detergent commercial, Protein Gets Out Protein?
Yeah.
My ascot washed itself.
Cleavage in the workplace, is it acceptable? Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
Yuck.
Wow.
Cleavage. Wolf.
They're talking about cleavage on
There's only one type of cleavage I like.
Yeah, what's that?
No. The one that smells like... I like hairy cleavage.
Oh. They just got still pictures of girls in their bosoms. And there's an expert on Good Morning America. I know we're in the middle of the Charles Nelson Riley thing. And this lady's going, acceptable, not acceptable. She's looking at examples of women doing their cleavage thing for work. And then she decides if it's good or not.
Cleavage in the workplace? None. That's what I like. None cleavage.
Hey, let's say hi to Kevin in Jersey. Kevin, what's up?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you guys happen to have the old commercial that went with all these game shows for the dietary
the dietary supplement, a real commercial. Do we have that, E-Rock? All right, E-Rock's going to find it for us. Yes, we'll play that today, Kevin.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't you worry.
We're just waiting for E to find it. You got it, E-Rock? We got to find out what the cleavage in the workplace is all about.
I do absolutely nothing around here.
Oh, we rock.
You rock.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
You're actually having a pretty good day.
Hard on yourself. Oh, yourself.
Ooh, freckly cleavage. Ugh. Jimmy, you like freckly cleavage?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. It just like implies redhead Irish, kind of drunk, vulnerable.
Yeah.
Vulnerable.
Just a drunken slob.
She passed out in the sun.
Stupid clown hair against the window.
Just passed out, just getting freckles because you can't handle your alcohol consumption. I never looked at it that way before. Very good.
Exactly. Dumpster breath in a Celtics jacket.
With her clown red hair. And just tons of freckles from passing out on her back because she drinks too much. All right, yeah, we'll play this.
Pinching you while she's trying to take care of you with her clattering on. It's just pinching your skin.
Stupid freckled hands. Little coarse red hairs on the knuckles.
With freckles on the knuckles, did you say that?
Yeah, freckles all over the hands.
Yeah.
Just a freckled girl.
All right, here's what that guy wanted to hear. This is a real commercial, by the way. I swear to God, like you would hear, you would listen to this and think some morning zoo came up with this. No, it's a real commercial that was out in the
early '80s, actually.
Early '80s, late '70s, and this obviously whatever. It's self-explanatory.
I was overweight and embarrassed to go anyplace. AIDS helped me get back into a size 12.
The AIDS diet plan helped me get back into a size 6.
AIDS helps control your appetite so you lose weight, yet AIDS lets you taste, chew, and enjoy. And the appetite suppressant in AIDS is not a stimulant.
AIDS helped me lose the weight and has nothing in it that could make me nervous.
Question: why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS? AIDS helps you lose weight safely and effectively. Use only as directed.
Can you imagine the people that had stock in AIDS?
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, what? You could have named this anything else. Why did you have to name it after my successful product?
I know. They should have kept the name. I would have bought that as a dietary thing, just as a goof.
Look, turn around fast. They're showing cleavage in the workplace. They got a girl on the left. Man, you wish you worked with that girl on the left. And then the same girl in the same outfit on the right, a little more. Look at this.
Too much cleavage. Ah, perfect.
They're basically telling women to pull up their shirts a little bit and don't show enough cleavage. They're doing a whole piece. Our boys are dying in Iraq, and they're doing a cleavage story. What is wrong with us?
And meanwhile, we've been watching the news this morning, and half the news women are showing cleavage.
Well, yeah, that's
look at this fuddy-duddy, though, that's doing it.
Oh, yeah, look at her.
She never gets anyone looking at her going,
Of course she's against cleavage in the workplace. She's sporting nothing.
Well, Diane Sawyer is dressed like an Amish woman. Stupid black sweater.
It's up to, like, her neck. You got a fuzzy camera on her? Oh, not for her.
Now in that show, she looks like Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
You know how much she would have to, at this point, Diane Sawyer would have to undo all of her buttons to finally see cleavage.
Yeah, every single one of them.
Zip down her pants.
All right, we got a break. We're getting just ridiculous silly here. We got a little fetish thing on the way. We got, Rosie, yeah, she quit The View. And
did she quit, or was she fired?
Supposedly she quit, and she did a video blog, and she's just babbling about a bunch of things.
Why was Rosie mad? Was she angry that 11-year-old kid shot her in Alabama? Stupid headband she wears. You're not a gangbanger, fat girl.
Yeah.
Sounds like slob.
It's Opie and Anthony. Where are the ladies with their cleavage today?
On Pal Talk. They're lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Seeing some cleavage on Pal Talk?
Little bit.
I want to hear from the ladies that, they show off their cleavage because they're getting stuff for that.
Yeah.
Stuff.
If girls are showing their cleavage in the workplace, they're doing it on purpose. It kind of helps. Helps with their job. Makes it a little easier for them sometimes to get what they want to get out of their job.
All right, well, maybe the women could call us. And everyone's confused out there because the station we broadcast from changed formats. We're very excited because we're back to rocking.
Yeah.
And they changed the phone number on us, which affects our audience because there are people all over the country that are used to the old number. So does the old number go to the new number? Because that would have been really smart to do.
Would have been.
Travis don't know. The new number is 877-212-5762. 877-212-5762. Write that down. Eventually you're going to need it for the Opie and Anthony show. And Jimmy, very excited about going down to Washington. We're all going down to D.C. for Jimmy's HBO taping this weekend.
Saturday night, 2 shows.
And we do a lot of traveling with this radio show, and I think I realized yesterday that we're actually going on a trip, and we have to do nothing but enjoy ourselves.
Just have a good time.
I am so psyched to go down to D.C.
Finally.
Me too, man.
I think all we have to do is stand up. Are we going to do a little stand up and a wave?
Yeah. Of course.
That's all we have to do.
Oh, that's a lot of work. A lot of pressure.
Beautiful.
We have to not curtsy this time.
Yes, I didn't do the wave good last time. I did a most royal rolling of the hand, bowing type wave to Jimmy to show my respect, and it was goofed on.
When
People made photoshops of it.
When you point me out in the audience, I'm just going to obnoxiously leave. Not just
really
leave,
funny.
just really obnoxious. It's like
just leave,
just annoying everybody in my row. Even though you'll probably sit me on the end, but I'll leave the other way where I have to go through everybody.
No, it'd be funny if I announced you two and you stand up and turn around and face away from me in act of defiance.
Just turn our backs
and moon you.
I want to maybe. Someone suggesting I do the old Nazi salute. see how much controversy that conjures up. Of course, I'm not doing that. That's a certain person's suggestion from Pal Talk,
Very good.
who we all know.
Oh, Kevin Costner decided.
He looks old, right?
And he also decided he needed hair at 60 years old. Wow, he's got a lot of hair all of a sudden. All right.
There was a rumor that during the filming of Waterworld, it cost so much because every frame had to be gone through, and they had to digitally put in hair where he was showing a bald spot or something.
Are you kidding?
That's one of the Hollywood rumors. I don't know.
If you're losing your hair, you shouldn't make a movie where you spend the whole time in water.
In the water.
That tends to make it look like you have even less hair.
A little thinner.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Guess the Sound. It's Guess the Sound Tuesday.
But Tuesdays usually?
No, it's Guess the Sound Tuesday.
Rock Scream Tuesday.
Tuesday. No, Rock Scream Tuesday. Guess the Sound Tuesday.
Oh.
Guess what this sound is.
I know what it is.
Yes, Jimmy?
Charles Nelson Riley's last words.
By the way, for Al down the hall, don't worry. You don't worry.
Oh, it's okay.
We're professionals, yes.
E-Rock trying to eat lettuce? His hands go up in defiance.
I wish it was
and disgust.
I wish it was Point and Laugh Friday, but it's not. So I just got to turn away and laugh. Well, any guesses out there?
I don't know.
It sounds, obviously you would think it would be some type of...
Hold on. We got Liz. She's mad. Liz in Connecticut. What's wrong, Liz? What happened?
Well, I just think that maybe the girls are wearing the wrong bras, but as I was looking on the show, the shirts that they're wearing are not appropriate for work anyway.
Why?
So they're not. If you work in a business setting, they are not appropriate. I mean, as a girl growing up, you know that.
But Liz, you got to understand something. Like if I'm in the workplace, and like if we're in a business meeting or it's a lawyer meeting, and one of the lawyers is a female, I want to see a little rack. I think she should just jiggle them around and be cute and tee-hee around the office.
And we were noticing this morning that all the news women, they dress like they're going out to a club now.
Really? Really?
Yeah, they don't dress conservatively anymore on TV. It's all about showing a little cleavage.
Yep. And they're all trying to out-cleavage the other one.
Oh, yeah. What do you do for a living there, Liz?
I'm a bartender.
And you don't think cleavage is appropriate? What's wrong with you?
Oh, at a bar, sure, but at let's say you work at a dentist, or you work in an office, or you work in a lab, it's not appropriate.
All those places, I welcome cleavage.
In a lab, why not? You're wearing a coat. You're dealing with specimens.
Yeah.
Who's showing the rack carrying Ebola virus samples?
Trying to look sexy.
What an awful thing she did. Well, in a cancer ward, in a lab, in a spaceship.
A spaceship.
You're carrying 2 beakers haphazardly, but you make sure you got the cleavage working for you.
I'll just put that test tube right here and carry it over.
Well, if you work on a firing squad, or if you're a funeral director.
See, and I think we're confused. I think, like, if you work in a funeral home, I say more cleavage. It's a bit of a distraction.
Less depressing for the people, for the bereaved.
Absolutely.
So ultimately, you feel bad for the women who don't have any breasts at all.
No, I like all sizes, actually.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, come on. Nuh-uh.
I don't like the little itty bitties, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
I say from B, B to almost double D. After that, when they get into the freak sizes, it just sounds creepy.
Yeah.
I got F's.
Triple F cup. I have to go to another country to buy brassieres.
We did that bit, like when a girl goes, I got 34 Bs, nice. They got 36 Cs, nice. They got 36 Ds, nice. They got 38 double Ds, nice. I got 40 Fs.
40 F. What?
Stretch marks on your back.
I think because we're used to, as guys, hearing the B, the C, the D, the double D.
After D, it's
the
over.
A, we make believe we didn't even hear you. We're like
what?
You're still a boy.
Why bother, son? Yeah.
Right. Well, when they start saying, I'm a double H, it's like, ugh, you just know there's a world of hurt under there.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Liz.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm done with you.
She seems to think it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Not me.
Well, let's get a couple guesses here. We got Jeff in Philly listening on WISP. What's up, Jeff?
Yo, is that the guy that his parachute didn't open and he fell and hit the ground really hard?
Oh my God. No.
Oh, see, I thought it was that. That guy hit the ground.
That guy talked a little bit.
How much could I get for Jim Abbott's stump? I was wondering if Don West was there. But
Jim Abbott's stump.
Hey, you went old school.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
There you go. I thought it might be a collectible one day.
Did they play that when we were off yesterday?
No, I don't think they did. I didn't listen, but I know I just got it in the mail this weekend from my gramps, so I just didn't know if I could...
Are they still mailing our bits all over the country? You bastards. All right,
maybe I could get up in the 5-digit range.
All right, thank you, Jeff. That's really funny.
Stump.
Hey, by the way, there's an Amy from Cape Cod. Is that the sound Opie's old girlfriend made at Red Lobster?
Oh, in the bathroom while she was vomiting.
All right, here we go. See, now we got Nicole. She knows what the deal is. Nicole in Delaware, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
Hey.
I just wanted to comment on showing cleavage in the workplace.
Okay.
I work at a car dealership, new car dealership. It's all men, so I would be stupid not to show a little.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
You should show a lot.
Do what I want.
You should just wear a name tag and pasties. You'd sell a lot of cars.
Yeah.
It gets you a little extra, a little favor at work, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Like, it's just, I'm in management, and it's, so to get the guys to do what I want to do as a woman, it is a little hard, you know? I'm a joke, but show a little cleavage and they do whatever I say.
And why? I want to test my theory. So, Nicole, what kind of brassiere do you have? What's your brassiere size?
38 double day.
See? Conjures up an image.
Almost creepy, though. Like, you know, a little too close to the, I got a full F. I got a full F cup.
Because they get sweaty. They smell like a pot pie underneath them.
Oh, God.
It's definitely borderline, definitely. Any bigger, and I would definitely have a 30.
I fill out an I cup.
I needed the H. The H cup.
There's just extra things on it and extra, like, clasps.
I need an underwire.
Right.
Like a suspension bridge.
You guys are fantastic. Listen, guys, I absolutely adore you. Thank you for making every morning great.
Oh, really? What do you like about the show, Nicole?
You guys are hilarious.
Thank you. I think it's funny that she wants the men to take her seriously, so whenever they walk in our office, she's doing a headstand in a skirt.
Yeah, I'm a joke, so I show my cleavage because I'm in management. Wow. How did she get there?
Let's see. Joe in Southampton, what's up? Oh, Joe, you got to turn down your radio.
Hey, turn that radio down.
If you call the show.
Okay.
Oh, you got it? All right. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, it's Saving Private Ryan when that German soldier's ready to drive his knife through the American soldier's chest. And he's telling him, he's shushing him to be quiet.
Wow, you're right.
I am.
No.
No, of course not.
Let's go to John. John, what's up?
Nothing.
All right. Thanks for the call.
Cool. John, what's up? John.
Hey, yeah. Hey, what's going on? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that.
A long weekend.
All right.
Look.
What is wrong with you?
What's the matter with you, John? You're on the air and you're babbling and laughing, giggling to yourself.
Yeah.
Giggling like a bunch of schoolgirls.
Listen.
Oh, my God. Come on,
I'm so
John.
surprised. I'm so sorry.
John?
Oh, Jesus.
Would you forget what you were going to say now? You're all nervous?
I did.
I love this.
He's all nervous.
This only happens every once in a while. It's the best. Your mind went blank, didn't it?
Yes.
You had something, we picked up, you freaked out, and you just lost your mind.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Robin. Robin, what's up?
Love that.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's going on, Robin?
Nothing. I wanted to find out about your game show.
Yeah, what game show is that there, Robin?
I have no clue. What is it called? Game Fashion Radio?
Yes, it is. And you know how the game's played?
No.
No?
No.
Well, do you listen to us?
I've never. That's why I'm calling.
Oh.
I just heard about you guys. I want to know about it.
Who's your favorite guy on the show?
You.
No, it's game show radio.
I don't know, because I've never heard it.
All right, what's the number?
What number?
What's the number you're going to guess?
The number that I want to guess?
Yeah.
I guess number 13.
Number 13. Now, you're responding to the ad in the paper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your guess is 13?
That's what Travis just informed me of.
Hey, tell Robin the prize up for grabs today there, Anthony.
Well, we have a couple of prizes. One is a trip to Bermuda. It's a 2-week vacation to Bermuda. All expenses paid. But our grand prize is the Cadillac Escalade. Ooh. Now, how would you like that, Robin?
Ooh. Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
All right, Robin?
Yes.
Heads or tails, Robin?
Heads.
Heads. All right. This is a very easy game, Robin. Let me flip the
We're going to flip a coin.
Gold coin.
Okay.
I had one. I think one of the people have taken it. Now, you're responding to the ad in the paper, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you please, we also like the other people that aren't reading the paper to know exactly what the paper said. So could you read that ad to me right now?
Certainly. It says wanted contestants for a game show radio.
Mm-hmm.
Call in and win. Dial 866-313-FREE.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday nights at midnight live on WFNY.
Mm-hmm.
92.3 Free FM, or join us live at the Hawaiian Tropic Zone at 729 7th Avenue.
Hey, is Robin on the phone? Time to give away the Escalade. Robin, what is it, heads or tails?
Heads.
Hello, Robin.
Let's flip the coin. I don't know if you can hear us or not.
Robin, are you still there? Robin.
I'm still here.
Hello.
Robin, you're the next contestant on the game show radio. Heads or tails, if you get it right, you're going to win the Escalade, the 2007 Escalade. What happened to Robin?
We're going to flip the coin here.
That would be a shame if we lost her
Robin.
call.
No, you didn't lose me. I'm here.
Did she say heads or tails? Which one did she say?
We can't hear her.
I said heads.
Something is wrong.
Did she say heads or tails?
Hello, Robin.
Flip it, Wolf.
Let's
the
flip
screener
it.
might have got it.
And it is... It came up heads.
Heads.
I'm trying to remember if she said heads or tails. I think it was tails.
Robin, did you say heads or tails?
I said heads.
Why would she hang up? She wins the Escalade. Where is she?
Robin!
That would be a shame if she hung up winning this Escalade.
Hello?
Hey, Robin.
Yes.
Can we get Robin back on the phone?
You have me.
Why did
Robin.
she hang up?
Robin's
I never hung up.
E-Rock, Robin's the winner. Get her back on the line. She wins the Escalade. If we could get her back on the line. Robin! Robin, are you there?
I'm here.
We're going to have to go to the next caller.
Yeah, we're going to have to go to the next caller.
She wins the Escalade. Rob.
Well, actually, no, because the coin flip, I think it was tails. Yeah.
Oh, did she say tails?
I think she said tails.
Oh, she said tails?
Now I'm remembering she did say tails.
Oh, so it doesn't matter then.
So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if she's not on the line anymore because she lost. She said tails? E-Rock? Oh, she said tails. All right.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Let's go on to the next caller.
Go to the next caller.
Okay, take care.
She wasn't working very well.
She was too calm.
Yeah. We need insane people.
She obviously expects things for free.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a bunch of different clips.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's a little montage.
They all sound like somebody carrying E-Rock. No disrespect.
No disrespect. None taken.
Don't look when you laugh, though. You can only point and laugh on Fridays.
I'm trying to...
It's look away, laugh Tuesdays.
It can't be what, we think it is.
Huh?
Can't be what you think it is.
Hold on a minute. Tanya.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
Good evening.
What's up, Tanya?
I'm just figuring out how your game go, me and my sis. In the middle of y'all call, y'all lost the call, huh? We could hear you guys, but you couldn't hear us.
Yes.
What are you talking about, Tanya?
I'm talking about my sister Robin.
Oh, Robin. Robin called our game show, and then we couldn't hear her.
I wonder why, because we could hear you.
You could hear us, but we couldn't hear you, and we had to move on.
I bet.
So I don't know what to tell you. We heard that she said tails, but then she wasn't on the line, and the winner was heads, so she wouldn't have won anyway.
Well, she would have won because she said heads.
Oh, if I gotta give away my Escalade. I bet that's how this turns out.
That's full of shit. That's
Hey, Tanya.
Tanya. Don't be a potty mouth, Tanya.
That's not nice to run a contestant in a game and then y'all don't play fair.
Why? What do you mean we weren't playing fair?
Because all of a sudden y'all lost the call. I'm a correctional officer and I have a good service, and we heard you as clear as day. My sister's a retired detective, and she said heads, and y'all lost the call. We were trying to call just to see what the game was about. We didn't know, we were going to be playing.
Well, what can I tell you? You never know when we're going to be playing a game.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful. But, if you're going to play it, play it.
Are you mean
to the... Don't play it and don't... Now you can't hear. Now all of a sudden you can't hear.
Are you mean to the prisoners as a correction officer, or are you nice to them?
I do my job. I'm not mean to my inmates. I oversee.
All right, Tanya, you want to play or what?
No, I just wanted to call and let you know you guys are full of crap.
Do you ever have to lay a beating down on somebody?
I'm ready to lay a beam down, y'all. That was not nice.
No, I mean on somebody at.
Maybe y'all get something for call. I don't know what your thing is, but we were just trying to find out.
Where do you work, Rikers?
Yes, I do.
Do you? Do you ever have to lay a beating down on one of those guys?
Oh, I've had to do many things.
Yeah. Do you find that the females aren't taken as seriously as the males, so you got to kind of step it up a notch and really rack some head?
Yeah.
No, the females are not the problem. It's the males.
Yeah, I know, but you
like you guys.
But you being a woman, do you find that you got to really step it up a notch to get the respect?
Because I'm a female, of course.
Yeah. So you know, a guy mouths off to you, you got to crack him with that stick, right?
Of course.
I like that. That's sexy.
Hey, Tanya.
You'll love my Smith & Wessons then.
Hey, Tanya, you're not that bright because we had no prize to give away. I don't even know what you and your dumb sister are talking about.
Jesus, Opie.
We're trying to do our show, and you're calling for something else that we have nothing to do with. Do you understand? Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.
She said you're welcome.
We don't never see you there.
Oh, you better not go to Rikers.
No!
You better not go to Rikers, Opie. Tanya, I hope Opie ends up in Rikers.
A bunch of jokesters, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this fucking call.
Oh! You would actually do well. I hope so much that Opie ends up in Rikers. Hey, Tanya. If you see a guy with red hair in there, you just take that billy club.
Tanya, let's talk this out here. Your sister Robin, hold on a minute, I can explain.
Dumb.
Okay,
and she's made a mistake there. And that's
all right, well, we all make mistakes now, don't we?
You play around with a contestant.
Hold on, Robin. She read the ad. Hold on, will you listen to me? She read the ad live on our show. It said call Saturday nights at midnight. What time you think it is?
It doesn't matter. We wasn't calling to play the contest. We was calling to find out what it was about. What part your dumb ass don't understand?
Oh, yeah, Opie. What part of your dumb ass don't understand?
But when we made believe we were playing some fictitious game, she played right along, didn't she?
We're gonna play one.
Who would ever play heads or tails on the radio?
Heads or tails for a car?
That's right. For a car.
That is kind of funny.
And you're calling us stupid?
People out their names out of character, and their asses are no longer on radio. You take heed to that.
I'm Eric Nagel, and I dare you to do something.
Well, dare me, because I will.
They call me E-Rock, and I wear a hat, and I dare you to slap my teeth with a nightstick.
I like you, Tanya. You got spunk.
We like you, Tanya. We like you.
Spunk.
Here's the deal. Robin called up, and she read an ad. I guess they do a game show on Saturday nights at midnight. We have no idea about this game show. You understand that, right? So us as radio guys, of course we're going to mess with your sister.
Oh, no, it's cute. It's cute.
You can't take a joke or what?
What it was really about. That's all.
All right.
Nobody has time. You know what? We're very serious working people.
All right,
yeah.
Tanya.
I don't feel like playing all the
time. All
right. Okay, Tanya,
I like Tanya. Tanya, slow down. We have a lot of guys that work at Rikers that we like. Here's the deal. Slow down. We're just messing with you, all right? Is that cool or what?
Here, Tanya.
But can you tell us now about the show?
I really don't know about this game show radio thing.
But wait a minute. Somebody wants to say something to Tanya.
Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all share the same line?
No, Tanya, here. Someone wants to say something here, and this is heartfelt.
And then y'all got major.
Yeah. Hold on. Just listen. Someone wants to say something.
Hold on, Tanya.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed that I did that.
Yeah, we're embarrassed.
Yeah.
We thought we had... I'll be honest, Tanya. We thought we had a bunch of dummies on the line, and it's very obvious we don't. So I apologize to you.
That's okay. Be careful what you say on air, because you can get canned.
I understand.
Really?
Trust me, we understand.
Has that happened before?
We understand that, Tanya.
Never heard of that.
Black people up here in Harlem called Al Sharpton. It's not nice.
Al Sharpton should be in Rikers.
He belongs on Rikers, but that's not my fault. You guys?
Hey, Tanya, you got some chops. Do you do comedy up there?
It's not about hee-haw.
There's nothing funny about her. She's just mean.
She's a corrections officer.
She's an awful woman.
She's a corrections officer.
Well, they call me E-Rock, and I'll take that nightstick and I'll bite it in half. What do you think of them apples?
That would be wonderful.
Hey, Tanya.
I'd like to see it.
We really thought we were, got a couple of fish on the line. We like to call it in the biz, and you guys were too smart for us. All right.
Tanya had the follow-up call also.
Yeah.
Wasn't letting us off the hook easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't know what that is about, and the station changed formats recently, so I don't even know if they're doing that anymore.
Well, it was just in the paper the other day, so they must be. But I'm just curious because the number that they give is this. So apparently they're using it. Y'all sharing.
Hey, Tanya, how about we do this? You call us tomorrow and we'll get to the bottom of this. I promise.
We don't have any kind of consolation prize to give Tanya? Don't we have a prize closet or something? I'd like you to get... No, you've been a good caller. Why can't she get something?
All right, we'll give you something, Tanya.
$1 million. All right, Opie, write that check.
Sure.
Oh, look, we're running out of time now.
All right, apologize to Robin. If you want, have her call tomorrow. We'll apologize to her.
Will do.
Actually, Tanya, I think we need an apology from you.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Is that so?
Is that so? Yeah, you have to apologize to us because you beat us up pretty good, you know. We're outmatched by Tanya today.
Yeah.
You guys deserved it, and it's okay.
All right, thank you, Tanya.
What do we got?
Have fun.
Hey, do you want Saturday Night Live, the best of Alec Baldwin?
No, but
All right, hold on the line. We're going to try to take care of you, but we don't have much of a prize closet. Just for being a good sport.
An Ozzy Osbourne CD?
How about a $100 gift certificate for Best Buy?
That's my store.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Hold on the line. We'll give.
Hold on.
We'll give one to you and your sister Robin.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Tanya. Say hi to the gang up there. We know a lot of people at Rikers.
Hey, just randomly go by and smash someone in the face and say that's from Anthony.
I tell Anthony.
All right, thank you.
All right, Tanya, thank you so
It's
much.
like keeping them in line.
All right, take care of Tanya. She's on the line there. We got to get out of here.
We're punks.
Punks.
By the way, tomorrow we'll figure out.
We're punks.
A woman on the phone just frightened us into giving up $200. We stink.
We were robbed over the radio.
Hey, man. She deserves it. She beat us up pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, we were just trying to make something happen live on the show. The bits sucked royally, and then her sister calls to beat us up, man.
To defend her sister? What the hell? She did a good job.
Hey, tomorrow we'll find out what this is, because now we ran out of time. Oh, wait, what the heck was that?
Do you know, someone could rob us by putting their hand in their jacket and going, I got a gun in here, and we'd hand over our cash.
Yeah.
Don't let me show you my heater, see? Oh, here.
All right, listen.
Hurt me.
Tomorrow on the show, someone call up and remind us. We got to tell you what the mystery sound was. All right?
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
I don't know what that is.
And the cleavage story was really funny. We didn't get to it. So we got lots of radio to do to the music ended.
Oh, no. Now we don't know what to do. We're like the newsreaders when the news reading machine breaks.
We just keep talking.
But the music has stopped. Vol puts fruit on the trees.
We keep talking.
What do we do without Vol?
I don't know. Tom, can we do extra radio today?
Oh, look at the tie shaking back and forth.
No, there is no tie. His tie took the day off to go to Charles Nelson Riley's funeral.
Oh, it's open. We'll see you tomorrow.